Shut up, you Canadian bitch, when you get a green card. Rip it, rip, rip, rip it, rip, rip, I wanna ride Cronin's dick. Rip it, rip, 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 rip it. I just wanna pound his dick. Steve Kalan made a video of me and I wanna pound his froggy ass. Rip it, rip, 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 rip it. Rip it, rip, 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 rip it. I wanna see Monica's tits. I'm the bullfrog. I'm the bullfrog. My favorite number is blue. Oh my favorite color is number 3. I wanna see Drew come on me. Rip it, rip, 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 rip it. Rip it, rip, 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 Canadian bitch. Why don't you get a green card, you Foxborough bitch? Rip, rip, rip. Yeah, hey, my daughter is my niece. I'm jealous of my brother cause he got a bad wife. She threw up on me, said get a fucking life. Rip, 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 rip it. Rip it, rip, 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 rip it. Cronin's dick. He shaved his face cause of me, I shaved it with a fucking razor. Yeah, she's gonna leave her boyfriend and get froggy with me. Rip it, rip, 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 rip it. Oh my god, I'm froggy. Somebody come froggy my bunghole. I'm the damn bullfrog. Ribbit, 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 ribbit. Why does everybody make fun of me? I need somebody to pound my froggy ass.
Good luck.
Shut up, you Canadian bitch, when you get a green card. Ribbit, rip, rip. Ribbit, rip, rip. I wanna ride Cronin's dick. Ribbit, rip, 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 ribbit. I just wanna pound his dick. Steve Kalan made a video of me and I wanna pound his froggy ass. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. I wanna see Monica's dick. I'm the bullfrog. I'm the bullfrog. My favorite number is blue. Oh my favorite color is number 3. I wanna see Drew come on me. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, ribbit, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, Canadian bitch. Why don't you get a green card, you Foxborough bitch? Yeah, hey, my daughter is my niece. I'm jealous of my brother cause he got a bad wife. She threw up on me, said get a fucking line. Rip, 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 ribbit. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. Cronin's dick. He shaved his face cause of me, I shaved it with a fucking razor. Yeah. She's gonna leave her boyfriend and get froggy with me. Ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit, rip, rip, ribbit. Oh my god, I'm froggy. Somebody come froggy my bunghole.
It sounds like rape. The frogster's gonna rape somebody.
Frog's getting raped, one or the other.
Some motherfucking frog is getting raped up in there.
Yo, mo.
Undertaker's getting pinned again.
Oh, God. Oh, that's a whole new meaning of pinned right there.
Did you hear that when I played that clip the other day? I couldn't believe I found it.
Oh, yeah, fuck yeah, dude. It was fucking great. And then you found the other one, too. It was like, holy shit.
Yeah, like the whole thing, like, it was weird.
You know, we did 4 hours on this, goddammit.
That shit was hilarious.
I think that's what got me the job.
Maybe, yeah, it might have been one of the things. I was like, that's funny.
That and Tommy C's laugh, I think that sealed the deal.
Yeah, that was some special stuff.
You gotta get this guy, Cronin. He's like, yeah.
Oh, boy. Fucking New Yorkers.
New Jerseyans, isn't it? Or some shit.
Yeah, either way.
Germanist, fucking genocidist, whatever. Oh, never mind.
Oh. Hey. I wanna get gay. You know, the Easter Bunny's coming, like, yeah, I mean, like, I don't know, you better be good or something, because the Easter Bunny's coming tonight, man. You realize that?
I figured he had corona.
No, man, he's, like, immune or something, obviously. Because
like, goddamn, he's filling baskets with, like, you know, contaminated cum.
Yeah, his offspring. You know what's weird is, like, Leah was talking about getting a fucking chicken. Has been talking about getting chicks, little chickens, and a chicken coop.
Yeah.
And then, like, it was weird because Leah was talking about it, like, in the same way. And then I was listening to Tom Green's podcast with some...
Oh, my God.
And this chick that he had on, like, went into it the same way Leah did. She's like, you know, you can get a coop, and then you get this and that, and then you lay
eggs. Get your
eggs.
Rooster to fuck him, and you're good to go.
Yeah, it was like the same exact thing that Leah said to me.
He still does a podcast? That's crazy.
he just restarted something because he's bored because he's in quarantine, I guess. I mean, everything he did was failed before. You know what I mean? Like
can't finger Freddy when Freddy's quarantined, right?
Yeah. No, I don't think it's almost like sad when you listen to it in a way because you know it's like they've got nothing going on. They're just celebrities with a podcast, but they have nothing else going on really. Like he had Pauly Shore on, then he had that chick on that I was telling you about.
You remember when I was in Jury Duty, that movie? In the
Yeah, it's like they have nothing going. It's weird. It's like it's kind of like that you can tell too that they're kind of annoyed by the current people that are successful on YouTube and stuff like that. You know what I mean? They're like, oh yeah, I was doing this. Like Tom Green was talking about how he was you know what's weird is he referenced that show that I called up on, that I was on his show when I was going to be his co-host or whatever.
oh man, that was years ago, huh?
Yeah, he referenced it. He was like, not me, but he referenced the show. He was like, yeah, you know, I was kind of doing this before. I feel like before most people were. It wasn't called podcasting. He's like, I had my website, you know, and I did this live show from my desk, and we streamed it live on TomGreen.com, whatever. And yeah, he did it from 2002 to 2010.
Oh
So,
wow!
And 2010 was
did-
the end.
I love the commentary on Freddy Got Fingered when it opens. He's like, "This is 20th Century Fox. Do you realize 20th Century Fox is sponsoring a movie? I jerked off a horse."
Yeah. I jerked off a horse. This motherfucker jerked off a fucking horse. Well, tonight is Easter, so a lot of people going to bed early tonight. You know, a lot of kids stuff going on.
I'm
People
so thankful I have no fucking concept of holidays.
Yeah, I had to do. I just did a bunch of stuff, and I'll have to do stuff when we get off the air too.
Every day's fucked day. That's the way I look at it.
Ugh.
Well, not that kind of fuck. That'd be the good fucked.
Oh. I was thinking like you like furiously like masturbating or something.
Oh, it depends. Socious deal. The other days I'm building up.
Yeah.
Like in American Pie 2, where he's like fucking watering the plants, like, oh.
Yeah, you're like, yeah, that's what dude, when fucking Stifler's like, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah, what the fuck?
he goes, I know what it is. Like, I mean, he spent the whole show setting this joke up, basically, like all the stuff he was talking about, tantric and stuff. And then he goes, I think he's like holding his chest or holding his dick, and he's looking into the wall almost, like he's not even sure where paying attention to where he is, and he just goes, I'm almost filled to the brim.
Yeah.
And Stifler goes, what the fuck? Like, yeah, like
Oh my god. Dude,
I
the
gotta,
tantra
you know what?
changing-
I haven't watched
What?
that in a while. I think I gotta watch that tonight.
Oh, dude, and the fucking when he comes out with the dildos and with
Yeah, he's like, oh my god, dude, I'm almost filled to the brim.
dude, you fucking kissed me, dude.
Dude, those first three movies are amazing. I don't care what any like the other ones all suck.
Yeah,
but-
the third one was pretty good. It was like right before the decline.
Yeah. Even the fourth one's just fun to watch because like you're like, this is funny. They're all like fully adults now and they're still
that
playing
one-
these.
Yeah, okay, I forgot about that. That was like
Yeah.
later on. That's
Yeah.
right.
Of course, none of the spin-offs are good, like American Pie, Beta House, and American Pie, and
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Yeah,
You're
like-
right. The fucking remake or the fourth one wasn't too bad actually.
Yeah, it wasn't that bad. I'd give the
Doesn't like the Jim like he has like the fucking skillet over his dick or some shit?
yeah, they get the bondage gear on them. Yeah.
Hey, that's a good time.
Do you know that came out a while? Like that came out, I want to say 2012 or something.
I was
now.
gonna say that. I was gonna say 2011.
Yeah.
Around there, yeah.
Like, dude, what the fuck happened to time? I mean, yeah, it was 8 years ago.
Yeah. Fucking,
It was 8 years ago. And when that movie came out, it was called American Reunion. When that movie came out, I said, I can't believe that it's 2012 and we're seeing a fourth like American Pie with the original cast. Like, it's so weird. And
when was the first one? Was that 99?
Yeah, 98 or 99, something like that.
Yeah.
I was in middle school. I was in 8th grade.
No,
When-
I remember, and then they did the second one in like 2002, I think. Some shit like that.
I want to say like the first one's obviously the classic one that starts the whole thing, but it's the first one, dude. The first one's a little cheesy, right? Like it's almost like the first one doesn't know what it is yet. Like it's part like gross. It's part gross comedy, but then it's also part like that sort of like can't hardly wait vibe. Like, you know, it's like a little.
Oh my god, dude, that is so fucking accurate.
You know, yeah, it's weird. It's like it's a mix of both of those things. But in the second movie, they went fuck all that cheesy shit. We're just going for dick jokes and all that type of stuff.
We'll tell your mother that we ate it all.
Oh, dude, you know what I saw him in? I saw him in something yesterday. This is crazy. What's his real? I don't remember the guy's real name.
Gene Levy, dude.
Yeah. Gene Levy. He's in this movie, a movie that I liked when I was a little kid with John Ritter. Fucking.
Oh my god, I think I know what you're talking about.
The one where he gets sucked into the TV. It's called Stay Tuned.
I thought we were gonna talk about like Pleasant Village.
No, it's called this is like 1991 or something. This is
all right.
Yeah, it's called Stay Tuned, and like John Ritter like is ignoring his wife at the beginning, and they're like maybe they're having problems, and so the wife breaks the TV, and then the devil, like a guy working for the devil, tries to get people killed in the TV.
Holy shit! I don't think I have seen this.
Dude, you got to see this movie. It's cheesy. It's a stupid comedy with John Ritter, but like. He's in that movie, the Jim or Levin, that guy. He's in the movie.
Yeah.
Dude, he gets eaten by wolves in one scene, and like basically, like in every once in a while, they find him again on a different channel in the TV show. They're trying to escape out of the TV or whatever, and it's like a hell world. So like the shows are called like Raising Rosemary's Baby, and the baby eats the dad's, like Three Men and a Rosemary's Baby. And like it's all spoof names like that, like funny
better
shit.
Than eating out the baby. I mean, that'd be bad.
Oh my god, dude, you got to watch that. I mean, somebody's got to watch. It's just a stupid movie, but
when I think of Gene Levy, all I think about like when my stepdad got cancer, his oncologist was Dr. Hamburg, and he looked just like him. And I remember my stepdad was like, "So how bad is it, Gene?"
Yeah, you want that guy. That guy seems smart. That guy could play anything smart. Like he's. But yeah,
he's fucking great. He's got just his eyebrows like speak. You know?
Yeah, looks like an Indian doctor.
He was in that. Wasn't he in that? Like, I feel like he was in some weird, goofy '80s like, vampire movie or something. Or was that? Am I thinking of the dude from Jurassic Park? God damn, he does the apartment commercials now. God damn it, what's his name? He's getting chased by the dinosaurs. He's in the back of the Jeep. What's his name? Jeff Goldblum.
Yeah, Jeff Goldblum. Yeah, it might be.
I think I think I'm thinking of his movie.
Yeah,
like
I don't
Transylvania
think
5000 or some shit.
Yeah. Yeah, man.
Oh my god.
Like this. Stay tuned though, Gene. Like every couple scenes or so, he shows back up again.
I'm thinking of Armed and Dangerous. That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah, that's what you. That's not. Yeah. That didn't. I never thought he was in a vampire movie.
No. Armed and Dangerous.
Yeah, he's where. Yeah, he's the one of the. He's the. Yeah, I remember that movie. Where they got like the funny police suits or security suits. Don't they like wearing almost pink?
Yeah.
It's a weird color.
Like armed truck drivers and shit. I don't know. It's fucking hilarious.
Yeah, that guy. But he's always getting hurt. So like in every other scene, he's like getting hurt. So by the end
in the Hell movie,
yeah, and Stay Tuned, and by the end he's like fucked up. and because they're in TV, like at one point he like switches the channel and he shows up on the Three's Company set and he just screams. It's really funny.
I feel like I gotta see it.
It's on Amazon right now. You can rent it. I gotta actually go back and watch the rest of it. I only saw half of it, but I seen it so many times.
It's not free with Prime.
It actually might be. You know what? I got it free, and the reason why I got it free is because for the last week I've been ordering stuff on Amazon, and every time it's like, if you would like to not ask for your stuff right away and allow us to deliver it, like basically like whenever, like we'll give you a we'll give you a free $2 towards whatever.
Shit, they're not doing that for me. They're being like, oh, yeah, just like Walmart. They're like, oh, we'll go have it to you in a couple days. It's a week later.
Really?
Yeah. They're just.
Do you have Prime?
Hilarious.
Do you have Prime?
Yeah, what?
Do you have Prime?
Yeah, I have Prime.
Okay, that's. It didn't do it to me.
It might just be my area and shit.
It didn't do it on every shipment, but just about every shipment. So I've been clicking the button like, I don't need it. Let people who need stuff.
If people are looking for masks, I fucking dhgate.com. They're selling like 50 cents a piece. 50. Yeah, I found them like buying vaping shit, and they've been sending me shit like, hey, get masks for 99 cents. So I found them, and they're like, you have to spend a minimum of like $130, but you get like 200 masks or something.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah, they're not the greatest either. They're not they're not like the N95 ones, but it's like when you can't get masks anywhere. So at least they're not like open boxed ones. You don't know what somebody did with them or if they're fucking legit. They look like the ones that the bitch at Costco was wearing.
I think I'm gonna wear that fucking giant one I got. If I do have to go shopping, I'm wearing I'm wearing the full thing. I'm wearing the full frog mask. I don't care.
Oh my Jesus.
Fuck it.
I saw that. I'm like, dude, that's the apocalypse mask right there.
Yeah, I got the apocalypse mask, and I'm gonna wear it.
Fuck.
Fuck them. I'm wearing. I told Leah that too. I said, by the way, I'm not trying to fucking gloat, but people were really ragging on me back in, like, even my mother, like in September of last year when she came to my house and she saw all the storage in my basement. She's like, "Why do you have all this toilet paper? Why do you have all this stuff?" And I'm like, number one, I don't like shopping for it when I'm out because it wastes the cart. Number two, if something happens, we got stuff in case like 4 months the power goes down or something happens. But I had no idea.
You were really on it though. Like I usually get like ahead, like 2 ahead instead of 1. Like, but you like were ready by December for sure.
Dude, I loaded up on this shit. And the other thing about it is, I mean, the masks. I fucking looked at the mask. I was like, motherfucker, I ordered these masks on January 12th, and I still remember the snarky comments by everybody. And I'm like, there it is. And I looked at the post and I was reading people's shit. And I'm like, that's funny now, isn't it? And
well, so wait, were you I don't remember, like at the time, were you posting about buying them?
Oh yeah, on January 12th. Okay. On January 12th, I tweeted out. I said, look what I got. I'm ready. And people were like, you're fucking crazy. I'm like, dude, what I'm reading right now, I was like, you're gonna want these things. I've got one for every family member. One of those nylon ones, like the real good N95, like the military type ones.
Yeah, I saw those. Yeah. So I saw a friend of mine down here. She has her kid wearing those.
So I've got one for every member of the family. Then I bought the 25 3M dust masks, which don't do much, but they're dust masks. And then I had one that big one motherfucker, the real with the whole face shield and everything. Like the real thing that would really kind of protect you. And so that I bought because Leah was like, it was like $80 and I spent $80 on it. And Leah was like, you're fucking crazy. And I'm like, well, listen.
But you can reuse it, right? I
mean, because you can wash it down. I mean, eventually.
Yeah, so I mean, that's going to pay for itself in the end, especially the price of masks right now.
Yeah, and the other thing about it is, like I said to Leah, I was like, the reason why I got this is because what if shit gets crazy. And this by the way, this was January 12th. You know what I mean? Like, think about that. January 12th, I was telling Leah, because if shit gets crazy and I have to go out shopping or go out somewhere and we need supplies, like, I'm going to need to wear this to protect myself.
Yeah, because even before they said it was airborne, like, my mom was like, oh, it's airborne. And I said, dude, I've been treating it that way since I heard about it, just because I don't need to be told. Like, you just start thinking rationally and you start thinking, well,
Yeah, and it's not quite airborne either. It's water droplets still, they think, right? So it's not quite like.
Well, on the shit I've seen, they're talking about, oh, it's airborne. I think it's all a bunch of fear tactic bullshit.
I don't know. Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know what it is.
I feel like the numbers are climbing, and half the numbers aren't even. I don't think all the numbers are accurate at all. But and it's not that people aren't dying and that shit ain't happening, but I feel like they're lumping in other deaths with this shit just to make the anxiety climb, get people fucking.
The only thing that bothers me is the only thing that pisses me off is when people are like, "Oh my god, like." Look at the fucking numbers of Germany and Italy versus America. America's crazy. And I'm like, they have 60,000 people in their country. We have fucking 330 million.
You got to look, and even you guys,
60 million.
Your states are kind of small, right? I mean, you guys are more compact together. It's just natural that you're going to be in closer contact. I'm like in a rural area. We got 4 fucking cases. They're trying to say that there's like 5 more close by. I'm like, what the fuck ever. Like, you know, but it just makes sense. You just do logic. Like Italy's the size of fucking like half a state.
Yeah, Derek Hans makes a great comment too. He's like, wait till the grid goes down. You haven't seen shit yet. And that's not him saying that it's going to go down because of this. He's just saying in the future, if that does happen, like this is what's going on now is
link, dude. There's another platform besides YouTube to go do shit. Someone's starting something up.
Really?
So that we're not have to be dependent on Google and Facebook and YouTube, because eventually I have a feeling those are all going to go down.
Oh,
if people start to wake up to what's going on for real,
yeah,
they're going to want to shut down all communication so that we're only left with what they tell us.
Well, YouTube is about to go to their next phase. They announced yesterday of taking down offensive content.
Oh, that ain't. I don't like that they're not allowing anything outside of mainstream news to talk about the fucking.
Oh yeah,
that's what we need most. We need to talk about this. That's where you get the best info. Fuck the news.
Yeah, it's a mess, man. The whole YouTube's crazy. I mean, because you know that it's crooked, because when YouTube makes it so people want to drive, people want to use YouTube now to drive everybody off YouTube to their site or their place. You know YouTube knows that's going to happen, so why would YouTube allow it? And the reason is because it's not about that. It's about silencing everybody's shit.
Yeah, like my mom was saying some shit about like, oh, Zuckerberg wants the money. It's like, no, he fucking doesn't. He's a part of the whole deal. Like, they don't give a shit about the money. They got plenty of that. The fear is going to make much more money on the vaccines and bullshit. Now I'm hearing that the vaccine is going to include like a zap, which to me that sounds like microchipping to me. But whatever. Fuck them.
Wow.
Let them try. I'll cut that motherfucker out of me. Not a problem. Dude, fuck yeah. I mean, depends how deep they put it, but still, I don't give a shit. If I bleed to death, win-win.
Well, all right then.
Yeah, damn right, dude. I'm sick of this shit. I am so sick of the fear. Like, to me, that's the scariest thing, because when you have mass consciousness and everybody's thinking and feeling the same shit at once, that's how you get reality. And if we'll literally make fucking statistics we hear, and then it doesn't even have to be real. We can make it real just on fear and everybody thinking the same thing at once. It's
right.
It's like us doing shows. Like, you get 3, 4, 5 guys together. We all have the same intention. That creates what goes if you have fucking millions of people. The whole fucking world's on this. So it's like if the whole world started to think the sky was like fucking yellow. It might take a while, but eventually the fucking sky would change because everyone would start to believe it. And it would start to, that's what creates reality, is your mind.
I'm going to believe that I have an 8-inch penis.
Keep it up, dude. I'll believe it with you. We'll grow that son of a bitch.
I'd like to really.
The fuck?
I'm convinced.
We'll just put our penises together. We'll be like this. We'll be like the Power Rangers. We'll just fucking morph into this big dick demon monster.
Yeah, we'll put our dicks together and then we'll fucking then we'll be gay. I mean, that's
we'll have like 6 testicles. It'll be great.
I'd love to be the vein.
Big vein, Got a shout out to Sith Negan. Not Sith Negan. Well, Sith Negan's great, but this is Shitstain Nakamura.
Dude, you know who I've been like gravitated towards, because he's like he's got a lot of attitude, but he's smart. Is I think I sent you a video the other day from Rogan on him, but I've been watching his own shit, and it's the
Weinstein
Eric Weinstein, his brother. They're both incredibly fucking smart, and the dude's great because he'll straight up tell you, like Joe Rogan will be like, well, what does that mean? Like, what are they really up to? I don't know exactly, but
yeah, I watched.
I don't know everything, but here's this.
I watched his podcast with Rogan, I think 3 times now. And I don't think I'm alone, because that podcast is up to like 5 million views right now.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fucking 5 million views for Eric Weinstein.
Well, that guy has a great fucking podcast of his own called The Portal. I listened to him talking with a surfer the other.
Yeah, dude, the surfer one was good. You wouldn't think the surfer one would be good, but it was. Dude,
it was like the most philosophical. Like, it was all about life. It was about surfing, but it made you like think about life in every aspect. It was amazing.
Yeah, it was bizarre. It was a good one. People said that.
I like that guy because he straight up tells you, "I'll fuck up. I've been out of the game a while. I don't fucking know everything." It's not even in It's not even in his. He doesn't have the credentials, but he's smart and he doesn't fuck around. Like, I love that.
He's kind of a classic liberal, but he's not. But he doesn't like but he's the one saying, like, the people now care more about identity politics and how people are going to act than the facts. Like, he was talking about he actually went in on the Nancy Pelosi thing, and I was like, wow.
Yeah. He changed his tune in about 150 episodes. I listened to one where he's saying, okay, we need to get Trump out of there. We need the Democrats to get their head on straight. And then the recent one, he's like, we need to revolt. This is it. Like, he straight up just like said, fuck both sides, fuck like, we need to be the president. Like, I think he even said to Joe, like, you are like like one of the most important people right now because you have a mass audience and you have a voice. Use it.
Unfortunately, Joe, like he's not. He does
He's
have.
such a
He
pussy.
does. Yeah.
He
No.
really
It's just he's not a leader. He is. Joe's like it's like he is a leader, but he's not that leader. He's not that type of guy. He's more of like
he wants to believe they have his best. I think he really wants to believe that the government has his best interest in mind, even though he questions things. I feel like he swings too easy to the other side. Like he completely shit on the 5G thing, which I'm not saying right or wrong, but for him to just completely like swing over and go like, well, the science tells you that. Yeah, the science that you've learned that they've told you for how many years? Like, what if it's not 100% accurate, Joe? You know, like he questions things to a degree. He stays safe. I don't like that. I like that the Weinstein guy. He like he said, I want to take risks, and it's like that's what we fucking need.
Yeah, Joe is a real middle safe. He bounces to left and right and this way and that way, but he never really leaves the hub. But yeah, Weinstein's kind of left the fucking planet, and he's on my wavelength right now. I really, I like that guy.
I got like 18 hours of shit to watch between him and his brother.
He's an ugly bastard, though. I will say that.
Well, his brother found some interesting. Did you hear about? Like,
is his brother? Does it? Wait a minute. Is his brother better looking?
He's got a beard, so does that help?
Yeah, probably. I guess if it covers up.
He's still got the Jewish hair, though. You know.
Yeah, I mean that's. I'll rip that out of his head while I fucking molest him.
Well, it's fucking crazy. I don't know. Like, the fucking crazy thing about that guy is, I'll try and repeat what I hear from him, and even Joe said it's like you got to go back like 10 times and try and put it all together. Like you can barely repeat what he says because he dives in so deep.
Yeah, and he goes off. And then he's like, and Joe doesn't, you can tell that he like rattles off almost like a comedy bit. Like when he rattles off a group of things and you go, whoa, I want to know more about that. But he does. He has an hour podcast on what he just said in 4 minutes. So you need to go over to his channel and then check that out. Jim Kays also became a $10 VIP. Thanks to Jim Kays and Great Deity up his Patreon as well. Thank you guys.
Dude, the Jeffrey Epstein episode he just released like 20 hours ago is fucking epic.
Oh boy, I haven't heard that yet.
I gotta watch that.
He met him and he like he said, he goes, I don't feel like this man he's too confident to have committed suicide unless he was forced to. Like he had no choice. He was put in a position or he was suicided, he said. And I just love that he has the balls. Like when I first heard him, I'm like, this guy's gonna get fucking killed. We're taken down, and it's like, this guy's amazing. This is what we need. You know, risk taker, ballsy motherfucker. I love it. And he's smart. He has enough knowledge to back it up. He'll tell you, like, I'm not a physicist or whatever, but he can talk physics like a motherfucker. It's great.
Man, I would love to see that video of him getting choked out and just masturbate to it.
Yeah, he's a short, pudgy fucker. He probably comes like a goddamn comer. No. What?
How's the Final Fantasy D-Moon?
Oh, man. Don't even get me started, bro.
Well, you like it? You don't like it?
Yeah, it's really good.
Oh.
It's really good.
Right on. Shit.
Sound like you didn't. I was like,
God,
damn,
I
everybody's...
haven't played that game since like Final Fantasy like 8.
Yeah, I feel like that's a must for everyone, dude. Like, that's a must play at least once or twice.
What, the 8th one or the one you're talking about?
No, 7 is...
7, okay.
7's like... 7's a holy grail game, man.
Maybe it was 7. It was 99, I think.
97 when it came out.
97.
Oh, okay, then I am talking about 8. I think
8 was pretty. 8 was pretty big too, but 7 was the one where like if you didn't play before that, that was the one that you like, and even the people that had been playing it, it was just like this
like changed the game.
Yeah, people that was like the Halo 2 or whatever of that. That's that's.
Yeah,
I mean,
well, because like RPGs weren't really big in the West over here, and I think that was the one that really got everyone on board with like, oh shit, like we need more of this.
Yeah.
Because Japanese RPGs weren't really big over here, and like, you know, I think that was the first game that everyone was like, oh my god, like this is amazing, great storytelling. And all
I think Diablo might have been one of the biggest ones that we gave a shit about over here.
Diablo 2, that was a really good one.
Yeah, but other than that, you're right. They weren't really big on consoles.
Yeah, did you play that, Joe? The original?
Oh yeah, but not a lot. I really didn't play it a lot, but I had lots of friends that loved that game. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't quite a game. I don't think it's the type of game that I'm into as much. I don't know why. I probably would if I played it more, but I mean, I thought it was pretty cool, and I played a little bit of it and watched my friends beat it. And so that's my memory of it, is watching people play it and like being like, this is a good game. Same thing with even Metal Gear Solid. I didn't beat that myself until 1999. Metal Gear Solid 2, I watched my buddy beat it, and I played it a little bit, and then I beat it in 99 myself. But
dude, I'm reading Derek Hansen in the chat. We gotta get this motherfucker on the show. I'm reading his comments. I'm like, holy fuck.
Derek Hansen knows a lot of shit, bro.
Yeah,
he's like firing off right now. I'm like, holy shit, this guy's great. Like, have you seen the shit HSBC Bank wants to do with the chip embedded in your hand? All your banking's on it. The future of money. You won't be able to buy shit with cash.
See, this is the stuff where I really get hung up, because this shit, like, I am wicked into the futuristic stuff. Like, I love it. I love the idea of the technology. But then there's no, I know, but so that's the problem, is there's the part of me that's like, hell yeah, man, like let's go to that future, that crazy future. I want to be in that. But then there's the other part of me that's like, oh no, like this is so dangerous. Like, so like exactly. I see both ways. Like I see it both. What's the word for it?
Well, you're more fascinated with the idea of like technology getting that far.
Yeah, like I love the idea of technology and being able to sort of utilize it in all these different ways.
We were all brought up on that, right? Ever since like at least the 70s, the 80s, like it was always about like computer. I mean, obviously they weren't like they are now. They looked way different and everything, but it was all about the future. Like everyone was projecting by this time we'd have all kinds of weird shit, flying cars and bullshit. Yeah. It's like we've always been looking forward, far ahead, and it's just.
I feel like our generation, like all of us here, like we've seen the fastest progression when it comes to technology.
Oh yeah, this is crazy.
We went from fucking like pay phones and like home phones, and now like cellular devices, smartphones.
How old are you, Moon?
I'm gonna be 30 this year, 29.
Yeah, you're same age. Like I'm 31. Like if I was born a little later, we would have missed. Like I feel like I just got in on like things when they were fucking still analog and still consoles, and before it got crazy.
Yeah, like I even Leah, I think Leah's old enough too that she's there, but I'm 35, so I was 84. So
yeah, you were in there. Yeah,
it's like like our kids are like no one's kids. Even Leah's sister was born in '99, and now she's out of college. But even
exactly. By the time she was 5 or 6, there was computers and everything was digital at this point.
Everybody was on the internet and on the advanced internet, and everybody had the cell phone. So, by the time she was 6, everyone had cell phones, and everybody was on the advanced internet, not the dial-up. So, but for me, like it's like I was born in '84, so even in '88, it's like I remember. Like, holy fuck, dude. It's like I biked to my friend's house to see if he was home, or I had to call his home phone. You had to do that. We had to put the fucking floppy disk in the green computer at home. Like that was my home computer. Like you had to type in a code to get in.
That's taking me back. Oregon Trail, motherfucker.
Yeah, dude, like Oregon Trail. Even that wasn't out.
Hell yeah, dude. With the green letters and shit. Fuck yeah.
Video games, Nintendo just came out.
Back then.
No, there was no corona. Yeah,
there was no corona. What was it in that fucking game? It was some disease.
This is like a movie right now. Like,
and shit.
We need to go back in time and warn everybody about coronavirus.
Seriously,
that's what we need to do.
Fuck the Chinese.
Weinstein wants to get us off the planet.
Well, what did he was like? Well, did you hear that, Jesse? Did you not think of me a little bit when he said that? Like, we got to get off the planet. I'm always saying like. We got to get the fuck out of here in case something happens.
I think of me. I think of like this entire thing we've. I think of all of us when I hear that guy. I'm like, this is us, but with like way more fucking. Knowledge. He's got like a PhD or whatever the fuck, and I'm like, it's like us, but with much more credentials, and it's just like great because I feel like that's what we need. The
thing is, the guy in the chat that said the green computer screens in classroom. I had that in my house because my dad made those things. So it's like
I had those old Macintoshes and shit.
Yeah. Like, but I mean, I had those. We had those like so the old Macintoshes and the old computers. we had those we had the early 90s and mid 90s machines and even late 80s machines in the schools in the late 90s. But I had the 80s computer in my house, like when I was a kid, and I grew up with a computer.
Yeah.
And like, but so, and then to see the computer be able to go online, and like, it was about 92 it was about 92 when I first saw my dad hook up to an internet line, like a phone jack.
Oh wow!
He hooked up. It was because
God, he must have had like a T line back there or whatever. What did he have back there? Or was it just dial?
It was his work or something like that did it or something. And
he probably had like a
might have been a
satellite business line, like a T1 or whatever.
Yeah, it was a direct thing to the works, like whatever database or server. But you couldn't. There was nothing else you could do. There was like a chat log, and then that was it. And then he died right after that. But then in 90. I think it was 93 or 94 was when we first dialed up onto the internet, and it for real, like the way we know. And yeah, there's payphones everywhere. And yeah, by 2005, payphones are gone. Everyone's got a cell phone.
I think my first computer was right after I got into wrestling, and I remember watching clips of wrestling online on dial-up, all fucking pixelated and shit, thinking this is the greatest thing ever.
Yeah, like the old the Attitude Era clips, like the old Attitude Era clips, like.
And you could get like fucking SmackDown spoilers and shit. I remember thinking like, this is great. What the fuck?
I remember it was 1998 or 99, and I'd go into those like AOL.com rooms, and they would have the downloadable videos of WWF stuff, and there'd be like a clip of Val Venus, like the Choppy PP clip, and it was all pixelated and shitty.
Yeah.
And it took 15 minutes to download.
What was that back then? Like 28. Whatever K or whatever the fuck it ran.
I uploaded it to my Tripod website and fucking.
Oh my god, you had one?
God, the good old days, man.
Oh yeah, I had a Tripod website.
God,
dude, those were expensive back in the day, weren't they?
No, well, no, I think I had
everything. I think so. No, back then, a lot of shit was.
I'm telling you, I think I had a free one. I think it was a free one, so you couldn't do much because it was free. You could only you could upload like.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. I forgot about that.
You could put up probably 25 pictures and like one video or something, not even that. And
God, I remember picture porn.
And it would say like you're filled. It would say like you've run out of space. Yeah, you would have to pay for the website to make it, to get more room or space or whatever. And then when you clicked on it, it would like take a while to load, and the picture would start loading piece by piece.
God damn.
Oh man,
dude, remember fucking?
It's amazing. Like you said earlier, Moon. Like we've seen it go by so fast.
Dude.
I made my own website where I wanted to basically tell people what was going on in WWE. You know, it was probably 1999, so I'd be like,
I was doing shit like that too. Like I found this guy in the UK, and he built this website, and we would do storylines, and it would be like some goddamn good shit. I'd look back at it and be like, this is like as good as what WWF's doing right now. Holy shit!
Oh yeah,
I
would be the feds.
Some crazy shit like Gangrel getting fucking drugged by a truck around his
were you
neck.
Were you in the email feds where you had to say what you were gonna do to the guy, and like you'd be like, now he goes for a stunner, and you would type in like the stories?
Yeah. And people would read it, and fucking you'd get a shit ton of views, and it was just fun.
And like
to be able to communicate with people and build something.
It was so weird, dude. Like I don't know if anybody can grasp that concept now that's younger than 28, because we were
having to type it all out. It's all like a written story,
and it'd be in color. There'd be all these colors. Everybody would highlight different things, and like you'd be writing what your wrestler was doing, like, and then fucking you would choose who you are, like you would get like almost like a draft, and you'd be like, I'm X-Pac, and
we made them up, like we'd have our picture, and the dudes would put belts on whatever, like we had made up names. It was fucking crazy. To me it was like the most amazing thing at the time. I was like fucking 9, 10. But it was. I look back now, I'm like, how fucking crazy. Like you look at it now and just be like, what the fuck?
Yeah, the worst thing is it's all gone, man. Even I could even get into some of the old stuff back by going into my AIM name. And
oh my god!
But AIM is
fuck, bro. Oh my god!
They shut it down though, like 6 years ago or 7 or 8 years ago. I don't even know.
Dude, I was a little fucker, man. I was talking fucking people over 18 into showing me their tits at like 10. Great.
Do you remember Plasmaster Don, the old guy, who he like he was on YouTube for a while. His name was Plasma Don.
I do not know. I don't remember.
He's the old guy. He sounds like I don't know, but anyway, the bottom line is I met him on fucking AOL Messenger back in 2005. And he was just messaging randomly, like, and I thought it was going to be a pedo thing, but he's not a pedo, but I thought he was. And anyway, he had a YouTube channel that he started 2 years later. And so we subbed to each other then. And he, to this day, is still subbed to me on YouTube. And I'm still subbed to him.
Muted, but I said, well, the people I was talking to were pedos, but they didn't know it. Dude, it was easy to manipulate people back then. Shit.
Oh yeah, there was anything went back then, man, and it wasn't like Predators. They weren't like, it wasn't like To Catch a Predator stuff.
They thought they were talking to like a fucking 32-year-old fucking guy. Like I was really good at it. That's why I'm able to help people now. Like I look at, instead of manipulation, I use persuasion. I persuade people to want to help themselves, and then it's great.
I'll persuade people to rape my dad. No.
Rape my dad.
Rape my dad's grave.
Fine line between manipulation and persuasion. Kind of like what we're talking about with the future shit. Like the intention of it is more of a manipulation instead of a, hey, this is going to make everything better. No, it's going to fucking control you.
Yeah.
You know? The convenience is not going to the convenience is going to be overshadowed by, holy shit, what have we gotten into?
It's crazy, man.
Yeah.
Privacy policies all out
that
the
song
window,
not creepy? Did you listen to that song earlier?
Which one?
When the Wild Wind Blows. I swear to God, when I first thought about it, I was like, oh my God. And then I listened to it, I go, holy shit. It gave me chills. I was like, God damn. It's about a whole different story, but it fits the time. Every goddamn lyric.
Yeah.
It was amazing.
Yeah, the one you Facebook messaged me.
Yeah. Fucking Iron Maiden 10 years ago. Wild Wind. Fucking, if anybody's interested, fucking look that shit up. It'll give you chills. Just, it's amazing.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy shit.
I think it's not about the same kind of thing, but it sounds like it is.
I haven't heard any Iron Maiden that they've made after 2007.
Dude, you got to listen to Empire of the Clouds. 18 minutes about the Hindenburg. It's amazing. It's fucking amazing.
The Hindenburg. I can't.
For real though, for real, it's one of the best pieces of music I've heard. Where it's just like, this is a goddamn novel. It's amazing.
Yeah.
But that earlier when I posted, I was like, holy fuck. Like I couldn't. My stomach was hurting. Like I fucking was getting chills. I'm like, this is like insane.
So
it's just a
I got to listen to it again because I was listening to it when it was like on a little bit softer. So I'll listen to the whole thing later. But what I was thinking is, instead of ordering Drew a hooker, you know what I mean? I think we should order Drew a hitman.
Oh, I want a hitman so bad.
Yeah, but not like a hooker hitman. So like the hooker kills Drew.
I want a hospice hitman. You know?
Oh yeah,
but your life's shit, and he comes over. He's like, "I'll put you out. How much?"
We'll tell this hit woman that Drew like molested kids, even though he didn't. And we'll have this
she'll
hooker.
Believe it.
Yeah, she'll believe, and we'll be like, it's so sad, and no one's ever gonna know, and we can't, whatever. And this guy is still walking around, and the worst thing is he has a family. That's the worst.
Yeah, and if you look at the thumbnail you put up of him, it'll be a goddamn dead ringer.
Right. So she'll automatically be like, yes, that's totally, this guy is a psycho. So then we'll get her to kill Drew, but right at the last, but we'll tell her that the way that she's gonna kill him is like she has to like tie him up and then whip him and torture him.
Sit on his face till he suffocates.
Yeah. And right as she's about to kill him, we'll be like, "No, stop! We're kidding."
Oh, I like that.
When he's all bruised up already.
What?
When he's all fucking bruised up or something, tell her to beat him with cheese or something. Just get a big ass fucking.
I still think she should just meat flap his face to death.
Oh my god! And then I'll rip his head off and I'll put it on my head and I'll pretend to be the father of his.
Oh my god!
Dude, could you imagine a Drew mask? Holy shit.
My god, dude! No, somebody would be like, "Dude, listen, the mask it looks pretty good, but you made the lips way too big."
Dude, I'm gonna make some fucking maiden masks. I don't believe in much. I mean, I believe in a lot of shit, god. But I trust Eddie. Eddie has our back.
I know.
Always.
Speaking of lips, have you gotten your lips out of Bailey's asshole yet, Moon.
Ooh,
out of Bailey's asshole.
God,
Bailey's
that's
asshole.
territory.
Yikes.
That's like World War III shit stuff.
I don't know. I keep making jokes about Moon and Bailey being gay. I'm just having a blast with it.
We're just fucking.
But no, it's funny.
I don't know. Midwest men are not my type.
Really, you would fool me.
Yeah, I'll show you Midwest.
Midwest.
No, God. Fucking fuck off.
Last night, Leah was like, I don't know if I should tell Moon that I'm not playing. I don't know. I can't play Animal Crossing something or other because she had a Skype call with her friends or something.
The boob call.
So I was like, well, just send Moon a picture of your feet or something. I don't know.
Whoa.
She's like, what the fuck?
That's hot.
Wrong person, bro.
Not if you're Bailey, but
paint your nails.
I like feet.
I don't think she's. I think she might have blocked him.
Fucking painted nails, no nails, fucking dirty feet. I don't give a shit. Show me them feet.
I think.
Did she really block him?
I don't know. I'm just fucking around.
That'd be hilarious.
It would be pretty funny. I don't know that. No, I was just kidding. I don't think so. I'm just being a dick.
So what did I do?
What?
What did I
do? I just want to know.
Oh man.
Did I shit too much?
I took a shit on myself and I called it Drew's fucking family. No,
Oh
so
man.
how is would you say Resident
What's with
Evil?
you and Drew now?
I don't know, man.
Let's go into Resident Evil now.
I just want to bash everybody. Yeah, no, Resident Evil or the remake of Final Fantasy. Which one if you had to pick one right now? I probably would think I know the answer, but
remake of Final Fantasy, easy.
Yeah, I figured that.
Really?
Okay.
Easy.
Yeah. Because the Resident Evil is like, this is cool.
Although
but...
I will say, Joe, you got to play Resident Evil, bro.
Well,
no, I know. Yeah, I
is
definitely.
The Final Fantasy, is it slow or does it like have the role playing quality, but it's got a nice pace to it?
It has a better pace than the original, I will say.
That's cool. Hell yeah.
Way better.
But back in the day, like
faster.
you said, it wasn't big here. That's what kind of turned me off of it. It was like, goddamn, I'm tired of reading these fucking things. I just let me get into it. Goddamn it.
No, yeah. Thankfully, they don't have too much like dialogue to read. It gets straight to the point. The voice acting helps a lot. So like, yeah, dude, it's really good.
Dude, I saw it and I was like, wow, this is moving along way faster than the original. Like the original, I mean, like other than a turn-based game, like it's.
Yeah, people were happy about it because I guess people don't really like. Well, I guess it's a lot of the newer generation that they don't like turn-based games.
Right.
They don't have the patience for it, I guess. So this one's a lot more faster pace.
Yeah, fuck the new generation, dude. They ruined Tomb Raider, and now they're gonna ruin the new Resident Evil that comes out.
Dude, tell me about it, bro.
I heard Resident Evil 8's going to be a first-person.
I know I'm switching gears, but it's about your Patreon, like because Patrick Karn just said, like, how the fuck does it not charge the same card every month? Like, and it's my question is because it goes through every month for me, but I use PayPal. Are you using a straight card or like the people that get declined? Are they using a straight card? Too.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I never had a problem with PayPal, but if you're using a straight card, they may decline it because of the. I mean, it depends on the price and also just, I don't know. They have
I don't know what's up, but like I would say 40% of the patrons have a problem. For some reason, not everybody does. Not everybody, but 40% of the card-using patrons have a problem. I definitely recommend doing it on PayPal if you can.
Yeah, patch that shit through PayPal, man. Fucking
But, you know, but yeah, there's something up. And like not everybody, but again, like... Seems like 4 out of 10 people have to redo it every month, and it's there was a glitch this month though. This month there was a glitch on Patreon. They had they had processing issues, and what happened was the automatic processes didn't go through, and then what happens is they manually process it usually after that, and there was nobody working to manually process it.
Okay, that makes sense.
So ridiculous.
That's fucked up, though. Jesus.
Jim Kays, thanks for becoming a $10 man. What's up? Yeah, it's
the only thing with PayPal is you don't get those cashback fucking rewards. But hey, fuck it.
Yeah, it's only the $10 on here, or $5 or whatever. Well, some people are much bigger, but.
Well, yeah, I figured it varies, but like, shit, dude, I go between like 2 and 10, and if you're gonna if a $2 or $3 thing goes through PayPal, that's pretty good. Usually, that's what'll get your card declined is like a $2 or $3.
Right.
Kind of thing.
That's the thing, yeah. They're like, what's this? Your card stops it. And usually Patreon fixes it, but again, I think there was no people working. So they were like, oh.
Right, absolutely.
Man, let me go to...
Dude, did you guys get the house taxes thing where like they're letting us go till like June 30th. Yeah.
Oh, to do your taxes, you mean?
No, the
property
house taxes.
property tax.
Property taxes.
I was supposed to pay it on the 10th, and then I saw the thing on the legit website, and I'm like, well, shit, I'm gonna fucking milk that bitch.
Do you guys own your house? Because my property tax is just built into my mortgage.
Ah, gotcha.
I mean, we own our house, but I don't know if it's jointed with the mortgage.
I guess
I know that we pay. I know that we pay it like every January.
What I mean is, if you own, if you've purchased your house and you no longer owe payments on your house, then you would be making a payment for property tax every month or quarter.
We make what it is here at least. It's like in December and April. 2 payments.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's what it is.
So if I go in tomorrow and it's $55 higher, I'm gonna fucking go to that fucking website and raise hell.
Yeah. See, I've my property tax is just built in. It's pretty expensive. It's like $200 a month or something. I don't know.
Jesus, really?
It doesn't hurt to ask, man. I'd ask fucking your cell phone carrier, your fucking electric company, everything that you fucking pay. I would just. It doesn't hurt to call and be like, hey, I gotta buy fucking toilet paper. Can y'all give me a goddamn break?
Yeah, it's actually it's about $150 actually. Now they look at it, but
they went up over here. Like I think it's because we're putting in sewers here. Because usually we have just septic tanks here, but they're starting to put in the sewer system. They've upped it $100. I'm like, God damn!
Wow.
I don't even have a fucking sewer, and I probably won't for 10 more years. But I'm paying on it.
You're paying the other people's. They're charging
$5,000 just to hook it up.
Oh wow!
We're literally a 5-second job.
We're kind of like in a place where we're in a weird place. We're one of the towns that has town sewer, which is weird because around here other towns they have septic. Most people out here have septic tanks and stuff. So,
oh wow!
But we're in a town.
I wouldn't have thought that.
Yeah, it's weird. We have sewers.
So you're by the water, like you guys. It's a city area. I would have thought you guys all had sewer.
Yeah, we're not near the water at all. Back where we were, when we were near the water, we had sewer, but now we don't have sewer. Or now we do.
Septic tanks are a bitch, dude. They suck.
There's one in the backyard still. There was one here like years ago. So it's funny. It's somewhere in the backyard, and I'm like, I wonder where it is.
Dude, it cost me like $500 just for like 5 inches of pipe or 5 feet of pipe. And I've got to redo my entire plumbing in the next 5 years. And I'm like, oh, shit, how much is that? Like, am I going to be able to even do?
Oh, God.
Shit. Because, I mean, we got old cast iron here. And that shit's like goddamn fucking toilet paper and cast iron don't mix well.
Yeah, man. I mean, dude, seeing that shit now is insane. Like, Kara came by with some groceries for us today. And I said, if you see any paper towels, I said, I'm down to my last box of backup. Oh
shit.
Yeah, like I wasn't down to my last one. I had 2 more actually, but I was like, well, we're starting to run out though. We're starting to get low.
Dude,
here.
Look up the kind that you get at like restaurants. I mean, they upped the price, but at first I got them for $30. I got 2,500 fucking flat paper towels, and they're not as good, but they're all right. They get the job done.
You can get them in bulk too.
Months.
Well, no, Kara came over with 8 rolls, of.
Oh wow!
I was like, whoa! I was like, all right. And she said, like, I could only get the 8 because they were only letting people take 1 pack. And I was like, well, that's that. Yeah. And I said, well, that's fine. Like, that's because I've got so I've still got the 2 backups, and then I've got those backups were bought back in fucking December. So like that shit was bought in December.
I just saw a fucking charge on my car for like $30, and I go, "What the fuck is this for?" And it's like, "Oh,
dildo."
Oh, fucking 12 fucking rolls of Bounty. Okay, I guess I put in an order for that like a month. Shit just went through. I'm like, all right, whatever. I won't even need that for a few months.
That reminds me, if anybody wants to order dildos off a website, just for all the sex people out there, you gotta go on. You gotta YouTube. Like, if you want, like, lube or dildos or condoms or pocket pussies to fuck yourself.
Yeah.
Like, you need to go to one of those chicks on YouTube. Search on YouTube, like dildo, demonstration and review.
Dude, Wish has them all over the place, but you might not get what you wished for.
But I'm telling you'll get a fucking banana. But no, you go to this because at the bottom, they have a coupon code, especially for Adam and Eve. And so the fucking dude, I'm telling you, this coupon code, It works every time, and it gives you 50% off.
Pinkcherry.com. Pink Cherry. I'll tell you now. Pinkcherry.com. Yeah, I bought so many fucking things for like chicks on there, and good deals. Straight up.
I'm just saying though that the code, because these YouTubers get paid to do these reviews.
No, you're right. No, you're fucking straight up. Like they use a lot of items.
It gives you 50% off. By the way, the sanitizer to sanitize dildos. Couldn't you use that on your hands?
Toy cleaner? Yeah. I guess in a pinch.
Yeah, spray my asshole with it.
I got essential oil like hand soap that I'm gonna use that when the shit gets rough.
Oh man, I'll tell you what. If I didn't have kids right now, I think I'd just fucking get a shotgun. Cosmic Crow says, "What's an opinion?"
In the South, I'd be dead.
Yeah, exactly. What's an opinion of yours?
You and I are weird though, dude. We don't trust shit. Like I don't think you and I would even be gun in our mouth. We'd be like, yeah, we're just gonna become like brain dead. We're not even gonna die. We're gonna be fucked up.
Yeah. Well, no, I told you a long time ago. I'd jump off the roof of a house. I'd swallow a whole bottle of Tylenol, and I would.
What the hell?
Yeah, I told you. I've said this a million times.
Wait, what is Tylenol? Wait a minute. You're either gonna kill your liver or you're gonna break your neck. Which one?
I'll tell you what I'm gonna. I've already done this a million times, but I'll tell you again real quick. I go to Home Depot and I would buy like 15 pitchforks. I would stick them.
I remember now.
Yes, I'd stick them in. Now I got to tell you though, for the people that don't know, I'd stick them in the ground.
In a pit of spikes.
Exactly right, a pit of spikes. I would put fucking a bunch of pitchforks sticking up in the ground on the whatever. Then I'd get a gun, and then I would down an entire bottle.
Dude, you're
of
like
Tylenol.
covering all bases.
Oh yeah, dude, I'm making sure that I die. I fucking take the whole bottle. I get up to the roof. Now, at the minute, once I start feeling so sick that I almost can't bear it, that's when, or like when it starts to get bad, that's when I'm going to slowly start falling off the roof towards the spikes, and I'm going to shoot myself in the head right as I'm falling.
Dude, brilliant.
Unbelievable. I'm dead. Definitely. They're gonna harpoon me. Yeah. I'm gonna be fucking like sick as shit and delirious, and then I'm gonna be shot in the head, and then I'm gonna land in the spikes. If I survive that, fuck everything.
Yeah, right. Dude, I'm in a weird fucked up place. Like, I mean, I don't have doctors anyway. Fucking asshole opiate goddamn propaganda pushers, but I fucking like save up medication just because I can't get it regularly, but I also save it up because it's like, well, if I need an exit plan. But then I also think like I'll just take so much ibuprofen I bleed the fuck out. I'm good with that. You cut yourself after taking like 200 ibuprofen, you're fucking set. They're all 400 milligrams a piece.
It's just spraying everywhere.
Oh, dude, I'm fucking down. I'm ready to. Life's fucking testing me. I've done fucking. It's like a Mexican standoff right now. I'm like, dude, if you don't fucking show me something, I am gonna make you scared shitless, and you're gonna lose me real soon.
Jesus.
So life's got some fucking showing to do. We'll see which hand it plays. If it don't play the right hand, I'm gonna play a whole goddamn hand of jokers, and we're gonna burn the bitch down.
Hey, you thought I was fucked up, huh, Moon?
No, I mean, am I the only one that doesn't want to kill himself right now? What the fuck is going on?
Oh man, I'll tell you. No, hey, Joe's got it figured out though. See me, I'm random, man. I don't even plan. It'll just be, like the mushroom night. It'll be like, oh shit. 3 seconds later, I got 200 pills in my fucking system. But well, I don't plan well. I like to just do it live, baby.
Cosmic Crow says, what's an opinion of yours? And you completely did a 180 on political beliefs, movies, etc. Cosmic Crow. I mean, that's got to be obvious that I was pretty hardcore liberal, and now I've kind of done a little bit of a 180, I guess. I mean,
you walk the middle. You have to go on both. You have to go black and white to hit gray. You just do. You have to know both sides to hit the middle.
I'm trying to think of like what else is there that I've really just been like
movies.
Movies.
I'm pretty sure in movies you've changed your mind on stuff.
I don't know.
I don't know about that, but definitely on the political shit and just on life and shit. I've heard you switch it up a lot, but you're not completely 180. Like
I'm not 180. I know
Leah kind of call it. What does she call it? Republican or some shit?
Yeah, Leah calls me a Trump supporting.
Yeah, you're not that, but you definitely like are playing. You're going on the other side a little bit.
Do you remember when we first met and when I was first doing shows with you guys back on early Monetize This? I was more angsty about the right and I was more in support of the left stuff. So much so that
Tommy was the right, and you were the left.
I would fight with Tommy, and I had that left-leaning snarkiness, but now I've got a little bit of the right-leaning snarkiness. It's so weird. I get it. Like,
because the left is being goddamn ridiculous. Like, I would rather have no president Trump again than to have anybody from the left right now, because their agendas are so fucking out of whack. It's like, do you want someone who's just basically being a big goddamn baby and wants to make somebody look bad? That's their whole goddamn agenda. They don't give a shit about running the country. Trump's just doing what he's always done. He's always been like this fucking
that's
character.
the thing. I see that. That's what he is, but what are they doing? It's weird. Like,
exactly.
I think that Lee is confused about, like, that I'm not like I used to be.
People want to fucking go one way or the other, and the truth is, like, I think the only safe bet we have is to have no president soon. Like, change the game completely. Have two presidents even. Have them from both sides. Have them from different sides.
I think we should just have Congress, Senate, and fucking the states.
I think our votes need to actually count for something, because even if we all said, fuck this, nobody's voting, and nobody really voted, the Electoral College would still sweep it. And it's like, well, what's the point of that? We should have the biggest say in the whole goddamn thing. All of us.
The reason they're worried about that is because, like, the people, then basically people in like 3 states would decide the whole fucking thing.
Nah, it'd be fucking tricky, that's for sure. But I feel like this hasn't worked in like over 200 goddamn years. We need to change it up. I feel like Trump was the perfect catalyst for that. He basically came in and just kind of self-destructed everything.
What about regional presidents? So like all these different people are in charge of a region of like 10 states or something?
That'd be sick.
That'd be crazy.
But then if you have something that affects all 50 states, then who's going to,
Yeah, but we already have that, I guess, with all the representatives of each state and shit. So, like, what, I guess, I don't know. There really is no answer. I think
Joe Rogan said it recently, and it was really well said. I think he said that nobody president, that's too much power for any one person. Like governors, mayors, that makes sense. But having somebody in charge of everything is just
but I got to tell you, man, every time there's a mayor, like, we have no mayor. I live in a town now where we don't have a fucking mayor. But where I used to live in a city outside of Boston, we had a mayor. And I feel like every time there's a mayor, the whole place is corrupt.
Yeah, it's the same fucking game. That's the fucking problem.
You get one guy in charge of the whole city, and he has motives and reasons and things, and then he does things.
They're caught in a position where they have to play a game that they may not necessarily agree with, but it's the game that you have to play. Otherwise, you're not going to be mayor. Like it's like you're stuck, and you could be the straight up human being. You could be wanting to do it all right, and then you're caught.
Yeah. Well, that's why even in the town I'm in now, like, nothing like what happened in the city happens here. It's almost like things if they want things done, it happens. Yeah. If they don't want things done, they don't happen.
Who's in charge? Like, here, like, there's a goddamn church, I think, in charge of this town.
Oh, my God. What?
Oh,
really?
God, that's the worst, bro.
Like underground, like, there's a church, I think, that runs everything.
Oh, my God. Oh, okay.
And they're underground, too?
What the fuck? What kind of church is this?
But I'm 5 miles from a goddamn village that basically...
Bro, are you sure it's a fucking church?
Yeah, you in the KKK?
No, dude. I don't even know any of these people. If there is a rich area around here, that's where they're at. And then they got all us fucking suckers over here. But they control everything. It's just like anywhere else, really.
It's like
the money.
There's like selectmen here or something like that, or like
that's a nice.
Basically, you go down to the town hall and you fill out a thing, and what they do is they have town halls. They have town hall meetings where all the people go to the town hall who have problems or questions.
See, we have that, but the fucking church navigates it all.
But see, like where I came from, that didn't happen. Where we came from, it was we had city council members and then a mayor, and like if you wanted to get in, you had to tell the city council what to vote for and what to do. Whereas
but you said it was worse, right? You said it was more corrupt.
That was definitely, it was more corrupt, and you had no say really, like other than voting for the mayor or voting somebody in or out. You don't have a say. You're voting for something. Where out here, it's like if enough people decide that we don't want a fucking highway somewhere, or we don't want that this store is doing that, everybody goes down and then they cast a vote right there. in the town hall. Hey, anybody who wants to be part of the town hall to make the decision on the gun shop or whatever the fuck is going on, come down to the town hall, and then they vote on it, and pretty much that's how it goes. Like, I mean, and then the people in charge who are running everything, there are people who work in the town who are working for the town, but they can be, it's weird. I don't quite actually know exactly how it works, but it's totally different than where we came from.
It goes through a filter. It sounds like one way or the other.
Yeah, it's a mini filter, but you have more say than you did in the town.
Dude, I hate it here. Like,
or in the city.
How long ago it was? It was like, oh, not Judge. Like Mayor Brown or whatever. Oh, he had a thing the other day, and all he had was like hot dogs and burgers. He's going to help the fucking economy of the state, and it's like, that is not a fucking sign of helping the economy. It means he's cheap. That doesn't mean he's going to do shit for us. And
yeah.
He did one like sign, like it was so stupid. It's kind of like the whole. I guess it's all corrupt, dude. I mean, unless we actually have a say, what can you do?
Parker says, what the fuck is Parker saying? Have you all noticed any news stories of people looting stores or anything like that during the coronavirus? I may be out of the loop, but surprisingly, I haven't seen anything like that happen so far.
Yeah, no. I've heard a store being held up at gunpoint here, and also a truck hijacked.
I heard, I've heard one truck hijacked. They caught the guy and like slapped him around. The other thing was a store out here was shoplifted from, but nothing really. Yeah, because there's nothing to do.
Oh, somebody stole 80 propane tanks from Dollar General here. 80 fucking propane tanks.
How the fuck did they do that?
That's what I'm saying. Like, how the fuck?
I got to tell you, I got 3 propane tanks because I filled up 2 back months ago. And then my uncle was like, I have one I don't need, I'll never use. Can I bring it to your house? And I'm like, okay. And he brought it to my house. So I got 3.
I got 75 gallons in my yard. I'm good.
Damn. So I'm ready to cook some meat for the next year and a half, at least.
Oh, mine's just for the heater. I got to
yeah, no.
Or charcoal or something.
Yeah, no, we're on gas. So if the fucking world ends, like, we ain't getting gas anymore.
Yeah, the dude always comes by over here and goes, man, you could Phil, it's like, I just use a heater. He's like, goddamn, that's all?
Yeah.
Like, yeah, same as last year,
well,
bro.
Here's the real question. If the world breaks down and everybody abandons the companies and plants someday, if that ever happens, what happens to the gas and the gas pressure? Does everyone's house blow up?
Well, I'm on a propane tank. You're talking natural gas, like pumped through.
Yeah, because that's what. And I don't know if do you remember a year and a half or 2 years ago, whatever it was in Massachusetts, like
oh my god, yeah,
like 25 or 50 houses blew up or something, and
that was scary. Cause it was right by you, right?
Yeah, it was north of Boston. It was when my grandmother lived in Lawrence, Mass. But
I do remember that though. That was pretty fucking scary.
Yeah, dude, it was fucked up, dude. It was like
yeah, and the problem is if you start to smell gas, that means it's already been there a while. You don't smell it right away.
Yeah, it's already like, oh, fuck. And, I mean, what do? Do you turn it off from the main valve? Will that even protect you?
If you have a leak, that won't mean shit. You still have, unless they, shut it. I mean, I don't even know if that matters. Yeah.
The only thing I can think you could do is, I mean, either way, it's going to leak out somewhere. So if they didn't shut the gas off and the gas was still pumping, from wherever, you got to, I don't know, man, go out front, find the pipes and dig them up and cut them open. So it cuts off from your house?
Yeah, we had a problem like that when I lived in the city by LA, and we had to do $20,000 worth of goddamn repiping because it was like it got to a point where it was like this has been happening for like years. All of a sudden it got bad. It was like, oh wow.
Yeah, dude, there's leaks everywhere, and they don't sometimes they don't come out if it's not whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I haven't seen too many bad stories. Luckily, it seems to me that there's not much more crime than usual. To be honest, some of the crime happening because of coronavirus, there's so much crime that used to happen that isn't happening because of the coronavirus. Yeah. So the crime, no matter what, if you see scare stories about people looting or this happening, like it's a scare story because crime is way down everywhere.
Yeah, unless you hear it from like people, like real people, and you see and feel a pattern. Otherwise, it's scare tactics.
Yeah. So, I mean, I would hit my shutoff valve on my gas on the side of my house. But then, do the streets blow up? I mean, it's just things I wonder about.
Well, yeah, that's why I'm glad I just have a big-ass tank by my house. Yeah. Unless you're going to shoot that motherfucker, I'm pretty good.
And even if you shoot it, like, that will blow up, but it won't. It may not take out the whole house, but Although
it's only like 15 feet from the house.
Oh, well, you might. That might take down a wall, maybe, but it won't. I don't think that.
Well, where I'm sitting right now, I'm about 20 feet from it, so it'll fuck me up pretty good.
It will. I guess it will depend on the trajectory of the shrapnel. Really, to be honest.
Yeah, well, it's all right. We got the military base. They're bombing all the time anyway.
Roll the dice. Marvin What says, "Are you sure that it was wish list, not Drew dressed up like a baby dick pic?" Oh my god!
Oh my god! Jeez.
Holy shit, dude!
For some reason, that felt more fucked up than what we said.
I mean, I can't believe that I'm scrolling through my Facebook and there's like, "Hey, you want to buy something?" And I'm like, "What?"
Wish is fucking weird, dude.
So it's a baby.
They're gonna fucking lawsuits someday.
I feel like that's like, how come it's okay? How come it's not okay to have you can't have a doll that looks too young at your house, but you can have naked baby dick on Facebook?
Yeah.
Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's for the fetish people are fucking weird and they're cheap. That's why.
Johnny For Life says, "What does it mean to get froggy?" Nobody knows, Johnny. Trust me.
Christ,
nobody knows.
You hop from one dick to the other. That's all.
Fuck him.
Broken Lion says, "If you could find out what really happened with one unsolved mystery, which one would it be?" I'm going John Benet Ramsey, man. I want to know what the. Oh no, you know what? Actually, fuck that. I don't want a sick story, a sad story. I'm going Amelia Earhart.
Huh.
Probably eaten by natives on Mongoloids on that island back in the day, but.
What the fuck? I don't know, actually.
Okay, maybe Atlantis. Maybe I'd switch to Atlantis.
That seems a little more interesting.
Moo?
Yeah, I'd go to Atlantis. Like, where did Atlantis go? Where is it?
Atlantis, we got too big for our goddamn britches. We got too powerful, so we had to be taken back down. We're building back up to what we once were. That's all we're doing.
Yeah, I wonder.
I mean, life has to humble you when you get too fucking powerful and you start to do like we're doing now. Like,
dude, I really wonder what. There's so much of me that wonders if like we've done a lot of shit before, but there's vague evidence of that stuff. You know, it's very hard to figure it out. But
that's the beauty of it. It keeps you wondering. It has to be a belief. It can't quite be complete. Like, that's the only way to. How else will you learn if you fucking really remember it all? Like, you'll find ways around it. Like, if you learn things naturally and authentically by not really actually knowing the fact, like, you have to kind of go on intuition. That's what life likes to fucking do every fucking time. You ever notice that? Like, it tests your belief and your trust. And that's when shit happens. It happens almost by accident, synchronicity. Like, when you think you know something, life will fucking show you surely don't. And when you don't know shit, that's when good shit happens. Like, that's when like you and me. I didn't know that me, like, writing you messages for a few months was going to lead to me being here for 7 years. But I knew the minute I saw you, like, I could do this. Matter of fact, I could do these people. I could be friends with these people. These are my people. And I just knew it, you know, but I didn't really know, but I knew.
Yeah, dude, it's like, you visualize something that comes true.
Like, one of the weirdest things that was the first thing I looked at was, remember you used to have a guitar on cam?
Yeah.
When you first, that for some reason, like, that I saw that, and I saw, and then you, Chris, and everything. I was like, that the guitar even fucking told me like half the story. I was like, this is it. Like, it's like the weirdest little things for you to understand.
And then you sent me unsolicited dick pics. I remember that.
Yeah, I fucking sent you paragraphs of dick pics, if I remember.
Dwayne Crenshaw says, yeah, baby. Dwayne Crenshaw says, I'm starting to, whoa, this is fucked up. I'm starting to taste my own vomit. I believe it's acid reflux. You have any advice on how to decrease the acid flow up my esophagus? I remember I felt this pain in my esophagus, and it felt like something was stuck in my throat.
Dude, if it's getting that high up, you might want to go.
You might want to get a scope. You know,
you might have an ulcer. They will fuck you up.
So like I've felt vomit once in a blue moon come up, and I do have acid reflux, but I've also got something called I've got something where the valve, I believe, and again, I need a scope. I haven't gotten a scope either, but based on what Leah read to me and what I know, if I eat too fast and stuff like that, there's something that goes down at the bottom, and that's from the reflux. It wore down the flap that opens up. So yeah, but if you're getting a lot of throw up feeling, like I get like pain, and if I eat too fast, it feels like I'm choking, and then I start throwing up clear liquid, and it's weird. But
yeah. If I didn't take omeprazole every day, all this ibuprofen I take, if I have a cup of coffee or anything, and I'm not taking that shit, I'll feel it big time. And it's
yeah, dude, just schedule.
I take like 3,000 milligrams of ibuprofen a day, so it's like a bitch.
If you're tasting your own vomit a lot and you think you're having reflux and it's been going on and it's getting worse, first of all, are you taking antacids? Like you should take them, but they can make it worse over time. It's weird. I was taking Nexium for a while here or there, and now I guess that causes cancer. So now you don't want to take that.
Well, yeah, like that's what I always think because I take like 2 a day of those fucking omeprazoles. It's like, yeah. And then I take a third dose of ibuprofen where I'm like, should I take another omeprazole? Fuck it. My liver's going to die anyway.
But what's weird is like the other one didn't get hit up. Only Nexium is being sued.
They all are. I've seen mine in plenty of articles where it's the same kind of shit. They cause long-term damage. So does any of the shit. I mean, if you're taking a lot of something for a long period of time, I mean, I might have shitty bones, joints, and muscles and all this shit, but I got a fucking iron, like, goddamn stomach or something. I don't have, like, I'm surprised I don't have organ failure or something.
Yeah, dude, from all the stuff you take, your kidneys and shit.
I've taken shit since I was 6 years old, like Vicodin, everything, like fucking ibuprofen, like more than most people would take in a month. I take like in 2 days.
I would say basically, you need to, like, if you're overweight, you need to lose weight. You need to stop eating a lot of proteins,
a lot of water,
fats and proteins. Drink a lot of water. Don't have anything acidic. Maybe take.
Do you feel better since you stopped drinking and everything? Has that gotten any?
Oh yeah, I feel way better. Yep.
What about the other thing where you eat too fast?
In fact, I felt heartburn for the first time because I don't really get heartburn anymore, but I felt heartburn for the first time the other day, and the reason was because I made cheeseburgers. Then the next day I had hamburger, and then the next day I had coffee and hamburger, and I got yeah. All
right.
But
the accumulation got you
right. But before that, it was gone. So like it was like, yeah. So
what do you eat? So you're basically saying you're eating pretty clean otherwise.
Yeah, like dude, I'm eating tuna fish, sardines. Like once in a while I have like a bread thing, but usually I don't eat much bread. Now I have soup. I'm trying to think of what else I've eaten. The worst thing that I've eaten, besides the hamburgers, because I did break from my thing and had some hamburgers, but besides from the hamburgers, the worst thing that I eat when I'm just hanging around is I eat some cheese and some pepperoni. That's not good. Yeah. But everything else is...
Dude, there's really good vegan cheese, and I swear to God, you wouldn't know the difference. I've had pizza with it. It's brilliant. It's called Dial or something like that, I believe. Like
Dial soap. Let's eat some soap.
I don't know if it's actually spelled like, I think it's DAIL. It's like a whatever, but it's fucking, it's amazing. You can get it at Walmart, and the shit is, you feel fine afterwards, and you feel like you just ate a bunch of cheese.
That's good. Cool. I'll ask Drew. Maybe Drew should know this shit.
Vegan cheese? We don't sell that, sir. We're not faggots.
Dude, if it felt something like something is stuck in your throat, yeah, you may be getting that too. I mean, I just fucking get the scope, because if you have health insurance, especially, just go get the scope done, because that's going to tell you, they're going to look at, they're going to see everything in there. They might find something else. Yeah, dude. It's
like, no, I'm not, when I the scope is a camera. I'm talking about you swallow a pill and it's a camera, and then you shit it out like 2 days later, or whatever, and they take the footage.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It's, so they can do all kinds of this fucking shit, dude. And if you have insurance, like you said, do it. We thought, like, because my mom had C. diff and she had some other shit going on, and it was like, plus she takes iron, so it makes it look like you have blood in your shit. And so what it turned out though was she got scopes from both ends, and it was the throat one that found like 3 ulcers. They were up high, not down low, even though that's where they thought that. So you just never know. If you're definitely feeling it up above, you really.
What do they give you for those? What do they give you for the ulcers? Is it diet?
They fucking like cauterize them or something. They zap them or some shit.
Whoa.
With it's kind of like an ablation where you zap the nerve and so it can't feel pain. I've been trying to get that in 3 years. Nobody wants to do it.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but it fucking kind of did. They heat them. Like I think they just is that the right word? Cauterize them or?
Yeah, it sounds right.
I know there's another word too. But whatever. So, you thicken the blood and you get it to those. And
Well,
next thing you'll have blood and shit. You don't want to get to that point. Trust me. I mean.
Yeah, I'm all set with blood. Edview says, have you ever considered opening up a Chatterbait or Pornhub channel? No, but now I am. Now that you brought it up, yeah. I'll just sit there and jerk off a teddy bear.
About 15 years.
6 says, oh no, I'm sorry. Arknolia Strogelbean says, did any of you ever play the Atari 2600 or ColecoVision? Yeah, I had we had a broken ColecoVision. I never got to play it, but we had a broken one.
What is that? ColecoVision.
ColecoVision's like it's like worse than Atari, but it was cool.
Wow. Man. Yeah, I never fucking had that when I barely played on Atari.
How old is that, dude? Is that like?
God, it was 1982 or something.
Was that Atari's like competitor?
Yeah, basically, like kind of like it was
Nintendo to their Sega.
Yeah, it had it's well, I mean, dude, that's the original Donkey Kong. I mean, one of the original Donkey Kongs. It was Donkey Kong.
That's crazy. I always thought of Atari as even.
We had
consoles, but
yeah,
you're saying this was even worse, though.
Yeah, it was like, dude, it looked like a fucking, it looked like a shitty like fucking VHS player with or like a 8-track tape. It just looked like a.
Oh my god!
Hold on, yeah. Wait, I found a picture of it for you. Here's its best-selling game was Donkey Kong. Yeah, I was right. It's the best-selling game was Donkey Kong.
Oh wow!
There it is. The fucking controllers were like something you'd use at a radio station or something. like a phone. So we had one. So we had one of these, but it was broken. My dad had one, but it was busted.
How'd you know it was shit?
It was just, it didn't work. I don't know.
Well, that's why you didn't like it. Goddamn.
Yeah, no, I did we went over someone's house one time. I actually, you know what it was? I didn't even think about it. It just looked like some broken thing that we had. But when I went over someone's house and theirs worked, I went, "Oh,
that's what that is."
Fuck! Like I would love to play this at home. Like, and you know what it was? I went home and I tried to fix it, thinking that like, oh, we got to get this to work now. And it's like, no, it's really isn't working. It's broken.
Why don't you throw it out at that point?
Yeah, my dad did, I think. But
well, nowadays you probably get the fucking things restored and charge $400 for them. But
I didn't know we had it until. We actually bought a Nintendo before the ColecoVision. I didn't know we had. I mean, I take that back. We didn't buy it before the Coleco. We bought Nintendo when I was a little bit older, and I was like, cool. But I didn't know we had the ColecoVision until one time when I found the closet or whatever. So I didn't even know.
Do you remember? Because back when I was growing up, it was Super Nintendo. Then my buddy had the NES with the front load. Do you remember the top loads like the Super NES, but they were NES?
Yeah.
When did those come out? Like right after? Because I got
Super
one
Nintendo.
Later in my life.
Super Nintendo? Are you talking about Super Nintendo?
No. Nintendo had one that it kind of looked like a Super Nintendo, but it was for NES games only, and it was a top loader.
Yeah, that was one that it came out right around either right before Super Nintendo. I think it was right before Super Nintendo that came out.
Okay, yeah, that would make sense because I got one for like $10, some shit way back in the day.
You never see those. Like those have got to be rare.
You didn't have to blow the game every time and all that shit. Fuck you, pipe. Fucking, you didn't have to blow on the game and shit. Like they worked better. I found.
Yeah.
Maybe we had a cleaner machine. I don't know. That was $5.
Dude, remember all the shit for like Genesis, all the additional shit that you would have to put on the fucking Genesis and all that?
They went full retard. Instead of just making another system, they went full retard with Sega this add-on, Sega that face. Now you stack. They wanted you to
fucked up, man.
Yep, they spent way too much time like Sega CD with the attachment on the Sega
Genesis. It was like Duck Hunt with a hard arm.
It was just like people didn't get it. Like it was hard to like, what is all this shit? And then other people were already moving on to CDs and they were too late.
Well, not only that, but it just looked nasty, bro. It looked like a bunch of junk piled up on each other.
Yeah, I don't. They really. I actually watched a documentary on that one time. Yeah, they really fucked up with. They really just needed to keep doing what they were doing with Sega Genesis, and then work on a fucking new. Like they should have came out with something called like Sega Ultra or something like that, and
like the Super Nintendo.
Yeah, like they basically it's like they missed the wave. You know what I mean? Like PlayStation jumped up a notch, and Sega was just about to come out with something right below that, and it was like, oops, like you missed the generational jump.
And they were always behind Nintendo in graphics, right?
No, Sega.
I never had one.
Sega Genesis started like it was the first 32-bit.
Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, but when I look.
Yeah, no, they when Sega came out, it was like, wow, people look kind of real and shit. Like this looks real, like it almost looked like a computer game. Like
you know what it was, dude? I would play games sometimes that I had on my system on Nintendo, and it was like, oh, well, why the fuck is this? Like not the graphics, but it was like, why am I holding a fucking this weapon instead of that weapon or whatever? Like why? Holy shit, this one's different. I want this one too. God damn it. So I wasn't even, it was like, I don't know. It was funny.
Sega was just like, they fucked up, man. I don't know. But yeah, Atari 2600, I didn't own that either, but we played
popular,
it.
Though.
Yeah, we played the shit out of these, but I liked Pitfall was my favorite game. Pitfall was on Atari was my favorite thing.
Is that where Mortal Kombat originated?
No.
Mm,
it came out for both Super Nintendo and Genesis.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I never had the original for Super, so I didn't know. I
had it on Sega Genesis, but because I didn't have a Super Nintendo, but I did rent.
Same here, dude. I remember that.
I think I only got to play the first Mortal Kombat when I went to arcades.
yeah, primarily.
I always had the second one. I was like, fuck.
6535 says, "What do you think is more smarter, or who do you think is more smarter, Bullfrog or Tommy?" I mean, come on, it's Tommy, obviously.
I felt bad, man. Fucking Bullfrog, an idiot.
Yeah, if he keeps doing it though.
But I mean, like he's not joking though. He's like literally stupid.
Well, that's fine, but he just there's a flow he needs to find because he's
like a retard flow.
Like
he's one of those guys that I don't feel bad calling a retard.
Oh,
yeah, but I honestly feel like he doesn't want to share stuff, and I'm like, dude, this is the place. That's what we fucking do.
See, I feel bad calling him one because he is one. I don't feel bad calling Tommy one because he's an asshole.
Oh, that is
yeah, that's true.
I love that we both. Yep, true.
But I like Tommy.
Piece of shit.
But
I used to start out just be like, oh man, I feel bad for Tom. I'd even hit him up. So, hey man, I'm going in. I wasn't, I didn't go in on you. There was just jokes, bro. We're good.
You know what I was?
But later on, it was like, this guy's kind of asking for it. This is okay, fucker.
You know what I was doing earlier, man? Is I was looking through fucking, all my old videos, and I was on Diablo because I was working on my Diablo stuff.
From the early days, right?
And no, just from recently. And
okay. I thought you were saying it was from.
Yeah, the Yang's recurve video from Corrupted where I flipped out.
Oh my god. It's like the happy version of the broken window.
And I'm telling you, man, like that is the fun. I hadn't heard it in a while. So what? And dude, I'm like,
wake up.
JB and Ken are like, what the fuck is going on?
That's the best.
Is that the one episode? Oh my god.
Where Ken's like, what the fuck?
Dude, and the thing about it is like, it's like so fucked up that because I was sitting there at the computer, it was a natural habit for me to click on Diablo to play. So I accidentally opened the game, and then I went to click on the game to go into town, and then I went, what am I doing? What am I doing? I'm on Corrupted right now. Why am I opening up Diablo? What the fuck? But I opened it up, so I went, I'll just do, and I said out loud in my head, I went, I'll just do one run and then I'll close it down because I don't play games while I'm on a podcast.
This was your Atlantis.
Yeah, but I wouldn't play games while I'm on a podcast. I know Leah does that and stuff like that, but I'm like, I can't do that, especially on my own thing. So I'm like, I'm because I'll be able to tell like. you know, I won't be paying attention. But you can tell listening to the podcast that I'm paying attention the whole show. I'm right there because I wasn't playing, but I clicked on it by accident. I went, fuck this, I'm going to run through a rift. And I ran through the rift, and it only takes a minute and 20 seconds. So a minute and 20 seconds, kill the main guy, and I'm about to collect all the stuff and go. And then I see the red beam, and I go, oh, my God. And I'm thinking, wow, I got a problem. But I'm like, yeah, whatever, let's see what it is. And then I see it's the bow, and then I see it's the bow I need. And then I just started, dude, I started melting down in my head. And it's a tragedy because normally I would have been taping it or videotaping it. So I wanted to always... You know, whenever I find something epic, I want to record it. I want the moment saved. And I was depressed that I didn't have the moment, but we do have the moment, kind of.
You have the clip, bro.
Because it sounds insane.
That's good enough, dude.
And you know, dude, I wish I could say I was joking, but one thing I can say is, you know, JB calling me a dork and a loser. But after watching him play about 50,000 hours of Final Fantasy and Resident Evil these past couple weeks, I can say with full fucking confidence that he's a faggot.
Well, now you have that on him.
Yeah.
Fucking getting in on that zombie shit.
Dude, wait. So do you have that clip on you right now?
I mean, this motherfucker wanted time for his family. I think he'd fucking his family is video
Hell
games.
no, Joe, I'm hunting zombies. Goddamn, I'm a hunter.
His family is a fucking Resident Evil game.
Illegals, toilet paper stealers, and looters.
Listen to this.
David Arquette talking DMs
Kill them
now
if I
because
have
of
to.
it.
Joe,
I was like, no, I never said
my
that
heartbeat,
about
I
you.
got my Fitbit on. It is off the goddamn. It's a banger.
I'm gonna shoot my own dick off.
Oh my God! Did I just find a Yang?
Oh God, here it is.
The best thing about this is I went to look to see like how many other people have found Yang's recurves and the reactions, and there really aren't any out there. There really is almost none out there. But I did find this one girl. Listen to her reaction to getting one. It's nothing like mine, actually. I wish it was. I wish she was like, oh my God, I'm like, and she's like, oh my God, I'm coming. That'd be great. Listen to this.
Because she didn't want to recurve, she wanted a curved dick.
Listen to this chick when she finds it. Playing Diablo 3.
Okay.
I better ask how old they are before I do that.
I got a primal Yangs. I got a primal Yangs.
Oh,
I got a primal Yangs. I got a primal Yangs.
It's Bex. No, she's very calm.
I've got a primal Yangs.
I got a primal Yangs.
It's like the same thing.
Yangs. It's more Australian. It's not.
That's a whack ass reaction, dude.
Yeah.
That is the other you.
I'm gonna roll it.
No shit. What are you gonna do? Not roll it? What are you gonna fucking?
I'm gonna roll it.
What are you gonna delete it?
Off. Fuck this.
You gonna delete
Come on.
I actually watch this girl still. I'm friends with her on fucking Twitch.
It's got discipline. It's pretty good. I'm just saying. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Someone clip that, please.
But so that was her reaction. But my Yangs is like the best one you can roll. Like it's better than hers, the one she just found. But yeah, so that's hers. I got a Yangs. I've got it. I'm gonna roll it. Like, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Trash it? Like, what would she think? Like,
seriously,
I'm gonna roll.
Fucking idiot.
No shit, you're gonna roll it. Look, I found the best weapon for my character ever. Like, I'm gonna throw it out.
Dude, Moon, that was a great fucking impression.
I'm gonna roll it.
Roll it. Keep rolling.
You gotta help us out here, Joe. What are you talking about?
Yeah, Joe, you all right? Or did you just?
Oh my God!
For those fucking Yangs.
Oh my God!
What is he?
Oh my God!
What is he Yang?
Oh my God!
What's going on?
Oh my God!
Hey,
Oh
what's
my
a
God,
yang?
guys!
Goddamn,
You
Joe,
see
what's
a
a
little more
yang?
than that, Joe.
Oh my God! I'm playing Diablo. Oh my God! I'm playing Diablo, and I just.
Funny?
Oh my God! I'm playing Diablo, and I just found a primal, and it's not just a primal. Like you.
Oh my God! Listen,
It's not just a primal, it's a
Oh
primal.
my God!
I mean, listen.
But I just.
that is the nerdiest shit, bro. Not even me, dude.
Like.
I mean,
It's not just a primal.
that's pretty bad. He's like, fucking Joe's trying to explain everything. He's like, well, it's not just the primal, though.
Yeah.
Well, it's like.
Yeah.
I think I don't know when primals came out. Now it's been maybe 3 years to 3.5 years. So that's 3.5 years, and I just found, or whatever, and I just found the best weapon that I'll ever have for my character. So I'm just snapping. You know, I'm just fucking.
Fucking, who was that in the background there? Like he's talking about his fucking Yangs.
No, that was Mike. That was Mike.
Just found the primal Yang's recurve for my demon hunter.
Oh. Let's go back to hers.
I love that he's the one that picked up like talking about his fucking Yangs.
I got a primal Yangs. I got a primal Yangs.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
I win the gold medal here.
Oh my fucking god, dude! I gotta open it. I don't know what it's gonna be. Oh my god, this is so fucking rare. Oh my god, dude! Oh my god, you have no idea how fucking crazy this is. I'm about to open it. Oh my
This is
god!
fucking gay.
Dude, Billy goes, "This is fucking gay." And then he plays Final Fantasy for 9 hours. And tells his kids to go get your own food, you faggot. Like,
what is
no, I'm just kidding. No, I'm fucking.
on right now?
Oh my god!
Oh my god! I can't believe this is happening to me right now. Is anybody watching this a Diablo fan? This is insane.
Fucking guys playing Diablo.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Oh my.
Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my god! Oh my
The
god!
neighbors must love this guy.
Oh my god!
Fucking
It's
guy
a
got a
fucking
basement. He's
perfect
utilizing
roll!
the fuck out of it.
It's a
It-
fucking
it's-
perfect roll!
He's lucky.
Hey Joe, come on.
Oh my god! This is, I can't believe this is
Fuck is going
real!
on? No.
I can't believe this is real! Leah, wake up! Leah!
What? Fucking Sirius is waking her up?
Wake up! Oh my fucking god! Oh my god, yes!
What in the fuck is going on?
I don't think my voice has ever gone that high. Like, I don't think my voice has ever gone that high.
That was a legit reaction, bro. Oh my god, you should have recorded yourself.
Yeah. Well, I
I
should.
think the minute you saw the light glow, you should have recorded it.
I wish, can you imagine? Well, because I had no idea, because I wasn't even planning on, okay, do this run, leave the game, that's it. And normally, if I had been recording and streaming that game, that probably would have gone viral. Like, or
yeah,
not,
for sure.
like it probably would have gone viral if I had been playing and recording myself on Twitch and that happened live. Or like, even if it didn't go viral, it probably wouldn't go viral because Diablo's not that popular anymore, but it would have gone like, there would have been like 25, 50,000 views. But yeah, just finding it in the audio doesn't quite do the justice.
Wake up.
Yeah. But literally, but JB played it perfectly because it was funny, but like, he is totally a World of Warcraft guy who's literally done the same shit. But it was funny when he was like, "You're gay." What the fuck?
This is gay.
This is gay. This is gay.
I mean, I can be gayer, but you're really fucking gay.
That was funny. Let me see here. Ryan Karp says, "What's the loudest Tommy fart you've ever heard?" Probably the one in my face in Florida in person, because it was in person. But it's probably, to be honest, it's one of the ones he sent me on Facebook. But I couldn't tell you, like, what the fuck, which one. There's so many things, like, I don't know.
Jesus.
But yeah, Jag Depanja says, other than the bat, what other tattoos does Leah have? She has my cum tattooed on her fucking. Also, how old was she when she got them? Jag Depanja, I think she was 18 when she got the bat. And that's all she has is the bat, just the bat. And when she was a little bit older, on the bat was the straight edge logo. And for whatever reason, she was dating some dude who was like a fucking idiot, and like she must have went like, I don't know, she had that vibe going on of straight edge or something for some reason, but not really. And so when I met her, though, like, me and her drank and stuff. So, but people would see it on her and be like, "Whoa, straight edge, huh?" Or something, or like people would bring it up, like usually to make fun of her, and she'd be like, "I got to get this off of me." And I'm like, "Yeah, because that doesn't make any sense. You don't even believe in any of that." So I don't know why that. So then she later, around her 20, when she was like 20 or so, she got it fixed, so it doesn't say that anymore. But that's all she ever had done. I don't have any tattoos.
Would you be down to get one, or are you done? Are you kind of past that phase?
I don't know what I would get. The only thing I would get is like my kids or something. You know, like, and I'm gonna die anyway, and then my body's gonna rot. Like, who cares? Like, I don't, you know, I mean, like, I don't know. I guess when I was like a teenager, maybe I would have gotten like corn tattooed on me or something, and that would have been regretful. So although those first 3 CDs were great, and I liked Korn then, but you know, I changed.
You turn the K into a P, you know, it's porn.
Yeah, no, I'm into porn now. Yeah, I just can't. I can't commit to anything strong enough that I'd want a tattoo. You know, I wouldn't. There's no reason for me to have a tattoo. So no, I probably wouldn't. I mean, maybe I would get like dildo tattooed to me, but that's about it.
That'd be regretful. Maybe not.
Yeah, it would be.
Maybe not.
The corn one was funny though.
Do you want the cornhole experience?
Dude, I got Slipknot on my taint, bro. You can only see it when I fucking. You know what?
I wish my dick bent more like an S.
Oh my god, dude, that'd be.
Imagine getting that.
Oh my god. Jesus Christ.
DD says, if your shows last for another 20 years, do you see your kids co-hosting or taking over your shows?
The little one's feisty. She might.
God, I hope not. But yeah, Brenna would probably. I mean, Gavin already does his own things. Gavin's had a fucking channel for a year now.
What did your mom say? Like, she's worse than you?
No, yeah, all our parents are like, Brenna, she's worse than you guys.
Dude, but that's gonna like turn into something gold, like fucking.
Well, see, she's like me, and like Leah has no patience for me, so she has like no patience for Brenna. So Leah, like, oh my god, she gets pissed at Brenna. Cause
that's a good thing it's not all in one like living room anymore. That'd be fucking.
Yeah, yeah. Oh, it's way better. But what the fuck? Why am I hearing myself? Is that you, Jesse? Or?
Yeah, my bad, man. I'm in mute.
Oh, okay. I'm like, why? I can hear myself. But yeah,
it was because I got the headphones for a sec. Sorry.
Yeah, no, it's like even tonight at Easter, like we're coloring eggs, and you know, Leah's like, don't do this, and then she does it, and then something gets fucked up, and then she's like, don't do this, don't do that, don't, I'm gonna do this, and then she does it. The boys don't do it.
You gotta work back. You gotta tell her to do stuff that you don't want her to do. There you go. Because she's like total rebel. Holy shit.
So she's like, we're like, be careful of the paint of the coloring stuff. Don't knock it over. It's gonna be right there. And so sure enough, she knocked it over, and then like Leah flipped out like, oh, she knocked it over, and then Brenna cried and got upset and left the room, and she was crying on the floor, and she was like, I mess everything up or whatever, and I'm like, oh, and Finn walked into the room. Oh my god, dude, that's fucking killing me. That echo is murdering me. Finn walked into the room and gave her a hug, and it was just on his own. Walked into the room and gave her a big hug and stuff. And he's like, it's okay. And then Gavin was hugging her, and then they all turned on us and they were like, don't be mean to her. Why would you be mean to her, Mom? And they were yelling at Leah. It's really funny.
I saw that video you posted today where your daughter's like, can I ask you a question?
Which one was that?
That was the one with the bunny on like the fucking truck or whatever. The back.
Oh yeah.
That's great.
And you were just laughing.
Do you know what? Do you know?
Ask you a question?
Do you know what she asked him?
Are you a boy or a girl?
Yeah, you a boy bunny or a girl bunny?
I was fucking cracking up at that.
I was like, please say like no sex or something. Like some SJW answer would be funny.
I don't have a gender, sweetie. Oh my god, you would have flipped out.
She said, I think it's a boy. I think the bunny said, I'm a boy bunny. And she went, oh, just knew you were a boy.
I would have laughed if it would have said like, oh, I don't have a gender. You just hear Joe in the background, oh, fuck off.
She's a transvestite bunny. D, so D, I don't know, man. Probably Brenna, but Gavin's the one who's got a channel for over a year now. He's doing all kinds of stuff.
No, I was like soon, like in like 5 years when she goes to pick Leah off, she'll look at you and be like, "You need to film this," and she'll be like helping you fucking come up with bits. She'll be already like halfway there.
I can see like her getting involved in like dance or some kind of entertainment thing, and I'd help her fucking with her stuff probably. But I'm afraid of all that shit. D says if your show. Oh yeah, that was the question we just got. Oh my god, you're echoing again, bro. I'm gonna break my ears off. The Quam Bomb says, do you prefer briefs or boxers? Boxers.
Boxers for sure.
Yeah, I've had boxers since I think I wore tighty whities until I was 12, and everybody had boxers.
Have you tried them recently? Like, it just doesn't feel right, dude.
No, the only thing I can say is when I played hockey, I wore the jock strap or whatever, so that was weird. But yeah, I don't know, dude. Yeah, it feels like you're gonna make your testicles rescind when you wear them.
Yeah,
it's actually not good to wear them. It's not good to wear tighty whities. It constricts stuff. But I don't know. Then I read. Then it feels like sometimes it is because like they actually generate like vibration down there more in a way, and you get more. I don't know. It's weird. But yeah, when I'll save that for when I'm older. You know, when your balls sink too low and you sit on them. Then that's when you want to whip out the fucking whitey tighties. When you're fucking 80 and you're sitting on your balls almost because they're hanging way down in your asshole. So you hike those fucking things up real good, you know? Then you're good to go. McLovin Martinez says, Martinez, if you could only choose one of the 4 major sports to happen this year, baseball, basketball, football, or hockey, which would it be? Well, I mean, dude, I don't know because the Bruins were about to fucking go to the playoffs in hockey, so I'm choosing hockey. But
yeah, I was gonna say that's an easy answer for you.
Yeah, do you think I want to see the Patriots season this year now? This is gonna be we're gonna be back to Drew Bledsoe 1999 now. The Patriots have gone back.
I feel like you weren't too upset about that.
No, because dude, we got 20 years. You know what I mean? What am I going to do? Like, nothing's ever going to beat that. Anybody, anywhere, anything. Like, you're never going to see that again.
I don't know, man. Like,
I still think they could have done
Brady anywhere else, dude. It's just weird.
It is weird, and I feel like they could have maybe gotten one more if he stayed for 3 more years.
So let me ask you something, because there were like talking about how like the reason he left was because they didn't want to offer him money to stay longer or whatever, some shit like that. Would you have wanted them to pay him so he could stay a Patriot?
No, I believe that. Well, here's the thing. I don't even agree with that. I think that he left because they didn't make moves for receivers and a clear path of what they were doing.
I think that too.
Because I think he was going to take the $30 million. I think he was down with the $30 million, but he was like, but on top of that, you better get somebody, and maybe I'll even take $25 million, but you better get these things. And then they didn't get those things, and then he said, well, fuck this. I'll take the $30 million in Tampa and then have a team.
I think they should have just gotten Brown or signed Brown.
Yeah.
Because Brady was a huge fan of Antonio Brown. I think that's all he needed, bro, to be honest.
Yep. I think that would have kept him.
With just him alone.
He would have kept him. It would have made him think something. Because after what he saw this season, I think the whole season this year, he went, what the fuck are we doing? And on top of that, I don't think the way Brady plays was, I don't know what's wrong with Josh McDaniels, but the offense he was running, Josh McDaniels was running an offense to me that was made for a running quarterback.
Yeah.
And it was like, what are we doing here? You need a quarterback who can bail immediately and go for a run, because the offensive line was breaking down immediately almost on every play. And then, Brady can't really run. I think Brady had the most running yards of his career almost this year. I mean, I'm serious. And it was all by
age of what, fucking 40 something?
Yeah, because he had to take off multiple times. He took off because he was like, no one's open, and I'm getting blitzed. And then some guy would come in with a block, and he'd run 4 yards, 5 yards. And there was a couple times he ran 25 yards. And another quarterback would have been in the end zone. But, Brady, whatever. So it's just, I don't know. Nothing was jiving this year. People were injured. The O-line sucked. But they looked great in the first, even in the Steelers game. It was like, wow, we have all these weapons. Look at what we're doing. Look at what we did to the Steelers in that first game. It was like, here we go. We're right back at it. And then they just collapsed. But, yeah, they're in trouble next year because, yeah, but whatever. I'm going to cheer for Brady, dude. I'm going to watch if he plays, I'm going to cheer for Tampa and the.
Well, I mean, like, no doubt. I mean, the Patriots are going to struggle now moving forward, but. I mean, dude, as far as hockey goes, man, I thought you guys were going to fall off after that fucking, what was it, Utah? Who was it? The St. Louis, right?
Yeah, the big hiccup. We had a big, we also hit the hangover, like, because we went on a losing streak of like 12 games. Like, we were like losing a lot of games.
You guys bounced right back, dude.
And then they like got out of it, and it was like, wow, normally teams don't get out of it at the end of the year, and they came out of it. So fucking sucks, dude. But you know what? If they resume the playoffs, maybe they'll have a chance because they'll be like fresh or something. I don't know.
You guys had like one of the best records, right? Or the best record?
We have I think the best record in the NHL. I think St. Louis is right behind us. Funny enough, just play the Stanley Cup again.
Yeah, it might have been a repeat.
Yeah, St. Louis could have beat us again too, but it was so I'm going hockey.
I mean, as far as sports go, I would have gone baseball for sure. Just because I felt like this was supposed to be, dude. This was
this was your year in baseball.
Oh my god, I'm so pissed, and I don't even know how that's gonna work because Mookie's only there for a year. So if we get no hockey this year, does that mean he's a free agent without playing as a Dodger?
I can't believe that would count.
That sucks, bro.
That would be.
I'd be so pissed, dude.
I don't know what's gonna happen with that, but I know that. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do with baseball.
I just don't see how they can possibly just do a season for baseball. I just really don't see it, man.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
you hear talks about like them playing in facilities like Arizona or some shit like that.
Yeah.
But I mean, I don't know, man.
There's no way because right now it's like, dude, by the time that we may be in a point where we know how to control this the right way, it won't be until when baseball is about to go in the playoffs. So we're not going to get a season. Like, I don't know. It's so fucked up.
Well, that's the thing, dude. Like, a lot of shit is being set to supposedly come back or calm down until September.
Right.
That's what you're hearing from a lot of shit. And like exactly what you just said, like if baseball ends up coming back, like it's like September. So what is it, like only 2 months of fucking baseball or 1 month?
Yeah.
I don't know, dude.
Could you play 30 games a team in arenas like that? I mean, I don't know. I mean,
it's fucking crazy, man.
I would see baseball and that stuff to watch on TV without a crowd will be better than wrestling. Because like at least you're watching the competition take place and you're reacting to watching it. You don't need a crowd as much as like you need in wrestling. Mm-hmm. So that will work better, and thank God it'll be something to watch. But what I want to know is where are all the dart tournaments? Like, let's go, ESPN. What the fuck, dude? Seriously, start having dart tournaments.
That'd be sick, dude.
Yeah, dude, I'd be watching them. You ever hear those guys call that shit? They're like the Scottish guys up there, like, oh, it's a fat flogger. He hit a fat flogger.
He got a fucking bullseye.
It's fucking crazy, dude.
Dude, can you just picture the fucking people rolling the stats for fucking darts? Listen, well, he's 5 for 4 with bullseye, but...
Oh, he hit them right in the bullseye. It's a long time it is!
Oh my god.
I mean, these people are fucking nuts on commentary on all the darts. Listen to this one. I mean, like...
Adrian has got to get it going. What a magnificent start.
I mean, there's an arena, like. But just have this in like pool halls and like 10 people in there.
And soon he might
Who would think a man with breasts this big would be this popular, you know?
Well, he reacted then. This has still got to be won. It's the great thing about
I mean, there's some crazy calls, though, where they're like, fucking, no shit, Gordy, the triple D! And now he's gone under by one! He's only got one more to go! Absolutely crazy! What has happened
He
here?
beat this man twice. Beat him in Glasgow, then he beat him in Aberdeen in 09. Now you have got Coventry, beat him the second time, but he is the one that James Wade in that match earlier against Whitlock with 4-1.
Oh my god.
They call it.
Look at me zoom in on the fucking face, dude.
Moment of history. He did it! He did it! And I don't know.
This guy's dying, drinking the water. Look at him.
Answer! I do not believe my godlin bins!
What did he say? My golden beans.
I do not believe my godlin beans!
Well, there is Philip Taylor.
Can someone from the UK explain to me what the fuck that means, please?
What does legs mean? The bottom right.
I don't know.
Fucking legs.
You have joined in and
Look at the way the dart just flies at the board in it. You couldn't have hit it any more perfect than that.
Look at the curve, look at the curve.
Just to show. He tried
Look at the guy celebrating his fucking two chins.
Spot on your box. Who's got the bottle? Whose technique will give a millimetre of escape? He used the middle line. He used the two barrels. He got hard out Isaac Newton. 7. Did a ninth in leg 2. We'd having won the first leg. He's after it again. What a Gasper will be able to get this one. He on it! Again! He got it again. He did it in leg 2.
Well,
Again.
whoever thought I was going to say this, but watch James Wade. I called one, Sid. It's your turn to possibly call a second for the.
Imagine it's like for fucking fucking money. They're battling for the stimulus package.
Oh my god. Put up another contract there in triple overtime and another 500 of that, and he knocks it right in there! Oh, he's gonna be going home to his wife tonight! That much richer, that much thicker in front of everybody!
He's 1,500 deep. This is for $1,500.
Holy
Jesus
fuck.
fucking Christ, dude.
I could watch that shit all day. We got Omar Fakharani.
Fakharani.
Omar.
I know, I saw that too. Is that legit?
Fakharani. No, Omar.
Fakharani.
It's a great name. How to cope with being alone and away from home? Any advice? How far away from you are you from home? Because I'm trying to think. The worst case, I really don't have the best advice because I don't know what the situation is that you're dealing with, but I can tell you that I did not do well when coming home from WrestleMania. What was it, 3 years ago now? 4 years? 3.5 years? I don't know. Whenever I went down there with JD, I'm telling you, man, I was starting to really have problems. And that was 3 days away from my kids. 3 days. I was panicking to see them. So, like, I couldn't imagine other people who are away from people like right now. But yeah.
Well, you're also so accustomed to that lifestyle too. So it's a little bit different for you.
No, that's true. That is true. I mean, but even when I worked, like when I went to work, it's like I felt bad. I'm leaving in the morning. I don't see the kids, and then I come home and they're asleep sometimes. And that was really like, oh, this sucks. Like,
yeah.
So that's why I'm super lucky right now. You know, I'm mega lucky. But yeah, I don't know. And yeah, I don't know. I don't know how to. I guess like making sure you stay connected with people, and if you can't connect with them over the phones and stuff,
do Skype parties, man. That's what I've been doing.
I don't know what his situation is. I'd have to know to like be able to tell you like what I would do.
Yeah, it depends on how far away from home you are. But even then, like, I mean, I would just say just try to. This is probably the best time to like binge watch shows. You know, keep in touch with people too.
But just know that you're going to see your friends again. You're going to see your home.
Yeah.
You're going to see your home again. I don't know where you are and where you've been. Like, I don't know if you're like, I don't know if you're over in the Middle East somewhere. Like our other friend, Ahmed, Ahmed's in Egypt, but then he misses New York, but then he goes to New York. He probably misses Egypt. So, you know, that's the really fucked up thing is when you have two different home locations, kind of. Like, can you imagine? Like, you're like in New York for like 5 months. You got to be, and probably missing Egypt, but then you're in Egypt for like a while. Then you probably miss New York. It's probably crazy.
Well, he says he's from the UK.
Omar?
Yeah.
Oh, he's in the chat. Good. Okay. Oh, you live in the UK? Okay.
I heard that
Omar,
they're giving free Pornhub premium.
Hell yeah, baby. Get that Pornhub out. Well, Omar, where are you now? So you're in 2 countries too. So Omar, first of all, Omar, where are you now? And what is your last name? Like, what origin is that?
So he says he's from Egypt, but he lives in the UK.
Oh, okay, so he's just like our buddy Ahmed, who's from Egypt but lives in New York a lot of times. But you live in the UK. I get you. Yeah. So, are you there for school? I'm assuming it's like college or something like that, right? I'm betting you're away from your parents and family for when you're in college.
That's crazy, man. Like when you're fucking away from home and you have all this shit going on.
Yes, yeah. I'm sure that Omar, you probably speak Arabic, right?
Yeah, he said he studies there.
Yeah, he does study there. Yeah, what's up? What's up? So that's cool. Finally, Owandi, you can type Arabic to somebody. My girlfriend is stuck in Saudi, so yeah, that shit is frustrating. Yeah, that's crazy. That sucks.
That's insane.
Might be safer than New York.
Yeah, New York is fucking shit right now, bro.
Omar,
I was thinking about it. Like I was telling my girlfriend, I was like, I'm surprised that California is like not worse than them, but it's like. Then I was thinking about it. It's because it's so all like condensed into like one place and stuff.
Right. Yeah. No. That's what somebody was saying. People were trying to make it about race. And I'm like, it's not about race. It's about proximity. You have the craziest amount of people on top of each other in the biggest area ever. There's no other place like New York in America. So that's why everybody's sick. The proximity factor is insane. Same thing with Spain and Italy and New York. And same thing with all the little pockets of cities throughout America. Like somebody was saying like, oh, there's a problem in Boston, Roxbury, and those areas. And I'm like, yeah, the people are on top of each other. It's not the race. It's the people on top of each other.
Yeah, it's the lifestyle and all that. The way everything's kind of formatted. I mean, it just makes sense, man. But thankfully, I mean, over here we're doing a pretty good job.
a real Mo Salah we have here. What the fuck, J Swiss? Oh my god, dude.
Oh my god. That's weird.
Oh my god. Remember when we had Owandi just say a bunch of stuff in Arabic that sounded crazy?
Who was it that put was it you that told him to do the Jaeger bomber shit?
Yeah, the Jaeger bomber. Yeah, we were like, be the Jaeger bomber. Holy shit, that was funny. Oh my god, that shit was crazy. This motherfucker really sounded like the Jaeger bomber too. It was going to be a character. I think it would have really worked.
That's dedication, though. He bought a bunch of bottles of Jaeger.
Oh yeah, he strapped them all over himself.
He strapped them all over, dude. That's insane.
Imagine him just sitting there strapping this shit to himself.
Just put like fucking Arabic music in the background. Him doing like the Pilgrim style and like praying and shit.
Oh my god.
Oh, dude, that's a fucking bit right there.
Oh my god. I just thought of like the most. I was trying to think of something funny to say to fucking Awandi now, but I can't think of it. Like, I don't know, something fucked up. I can't think of it though.
I think that makes sense. Omar's talking about opportunity sucking back home. That's why a lot of people leave, man.
Yamut al shaitan. Yamut al shaitan.
Did you look
Awandi.
it up?
You motherfucker. You motherfucker. I don't know. Trying to
Did
think.
you look that up right now, or did you legitimately know that?
I don't know what I think I said something about. No, I know enough that I could say something, but I think I said something about I want him to die or burn devil or something like that. I don't know, something like that. I don't know, fucking.
Well, they're laughing, so I'm assuming that you were right on the money.
Oh, I got you. Told you, I'm fucking Awandi. I'm coming to get you, motherfucker. I always fuck with him because it's just like with the Spanish with you. You're probably like, that's funny how he says that.
But you surprisingly know a lot of Spanish, though. That's like scary.
Yeah.
I think if you would have stayed over here, like in California, because you were like not far from me at all, dude, you probably would have picked up on it easily.
Yeah. Because then I could have had people to talk to, you know, and I would have been like, but like then I was afraid, like, am I gonna run into somebody who thinks it's cool and wants to and like would fuck with me and help me, or am I gonna find someone who's gonna fucking be pissed like at me for doing this?
Nah, dude.
So
Mexicans over here are chill.
But that's the
You're
thing.
talking about West Coast Mexicans, bro.
That's the thing, man. That's the thing. I just like with Arabic, like, you know, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, like marhaban, like or something like that. It's like I think that's hi or something like that. Like, but it's like with Spanish, like a lot of times if you speak Spanish to somebody Spanish, it's the same thing when you speak English and people in your Spanish sometimes. What happens is most people don't get offended. They actually, what I would find is if I went into an area and people were speaking Spanish only and I was like, I need to speak only Spanish here. Like I'd get that vibe like, okay, only speak Spanish here. Don't speak English. Like, or they're going to think you're rude. So like, but I'm clearly white. So I'd be like, you know, I'd start talking in Spanish and then they would say like, eventually like I'd say more than what they would think is normal. They would be like, oh, like what the fuck? Or they would say something, or sometimes people would say like jokes, you know, they make little jokes and then I would snap at something too. Like they would be like this fucking, like this, say something like this gringo doesn't know what the fuck he's doing or something in Spanish. And I'm like, okay, like gringo doesn't know what he's doing, laughing. So then I'd be like, yo, like I'd be like, dude, like my fucking, I'd say like mi madre is loco, like, and like all this bullshit, like, and she fucking, she sucks, like, you know, and I'd say like weird shit, like she eats dog penis or something like that, and they'd be like, what the fuck? And then what I'd find is they'd actually speak English then, because then they,
well, see, that's the test, bro. Like that's what they'll do. Like they'll be like, oh, este gringo no sabe de qué está hablando.
Yes,
like,
yeah, like they, and they'd be like, oh, he's not a prick, you know, he's like he's trying. Like, so now we respect you because you're trying, or because
exactly, that's how it is. It's a little test, or like they want to see like if you're stuck up or like if you're an asshole, and so if like you'll say something funny back, then they'll be like, oh, this guy's cool. So then they'll just talk to you in English or something.
Yes,
or like either that, or if they don't know English, they'll like compliment you, like, oh, sabes español, or they'll like, you know, I'll be like, oh, you know what you're talking about.
Yeah, and it's crazy, like,
and then they'll get, you know, they'll be cool with you and shit like that. But yeah, that's typically how it goes.
I remember a guy bringing me drinks over and over again, and I kept ordering drinks, and then finally I was like, I said something like, oh, can I get, you know, the food or the thing, let me get the quesadillas, and then he went, see. And then he left and never came back. Then he finally came back. And I'm like, what do I say to him? What is going on? So I'm like, quiero comer comida. Like, and he's like, sí. Which one? The quesadillas? Like, yeah, this one with the whatever. And then he's like, okay. And he came back and served me the food. And I was like, what the fuck? I think he wasn't going to give me food until I said it in Spanish. Like I think that's what it was. But but I'm dumb. But then when I did that, then he was like all super cool the rest of the time, and then he was speaking Spanish. But it's the same. It's kind of the same thing in English. Like when you know some people, like you said, stuck up. Maybe, but it's the other way. The white people are still stuck up the other way.
Yeah.
And they go,
no, yeah,
oh.
for sure. For sure, it's most of the time it's like a test. They just kind of want to see like if you're gonna be a dick about, you know, like, or like if you feel like you're entitled or whatever just because you're white.
Yeah.
So like they might say something in Spanish, and then it doesn't even have to say anything. Like if you just say something in English that is a response to what they were saying, then they'll be like, oh, like you get what I'm saying, and then they'll be cool with you.
Right. Yeah, I think my I would say like I'd call myself stupid and shit like when I was out there because like they think that's funny, you know, like that's funny shit. Like I'm in the store and I'm trying to say something in Spanish or like I'm trying to say something and then they start fucking with me a little bit. I'm like, ah, man, this is fuck. And so then I'm like, fucking soy un estúpido
gringo.
Estúpido gringo, yeah, estúpido gringo. Stupido gringo, you know, I don't fucking know. And I'd point to myself like and make fun of myself. And I'd be like, fuck me or something like that. And like and they'd be like, ha ha ha. They'd be like, lo, you loco, like you fucking like funny. You're funny, man. You know, you're funny. And then they'd speak English and I'd be like, holy fuck, they speak English. Look at that. You know, you're funny, man. You should come in here all the time, man. You're fucking funny. I told my brother about you. This fucking gringo comes in, he's like, I'm a dumb fuck, he says. Like, oh my God, you're killing me. Holy shit. You know, like, and then it's like, yeah, like it's weird. Then I get along with everybody and it's fucking because yeah, it's right. Because they're used a lot of people are just shitheads. Like, hey, do you speak English? And it's like you want to be like you do, and you want to be like no. You want to be like no inglés, like no habla español.
Exactly.
Because you're just like I don't want to deal with this fuck. Here we go. And then they're like,
waiting for like that weird white rude comment.
And then they start going. Yeah. Then they start going into like, you really should be able to. Someone should be able to speak English here. You know, we're in America. Like stuff like that.
Karen.
And you're like, yeah, exactly. And you're like, here we go. Here we fucking go. And you're like, oh my God. See, I know what they're saying because like, but the whole point of our country is to develop this multiculturalism while still having, you know, the American values are there and people try to learn English, but like there's fucking culture pockets. That's the whole fucking point in the country.
Yeah.
But whatever. It's funny. We went off on a tangent there, all because of the Arabic.
Yeah, you're starting to mark you now because you got it right.
Yeah, because I forget shit. I did online Arabic for 6 months, like a long time ago, and then I did like you said, I did Spanish in school for a little while. But yeah, so like that, and there's a little bit of German too. But I don't know. I should. That's what I should be doing in quarantine right now. Is I should just learn a fucking language because I probably would learn it.
What would you say is the most what is it like? The second most populated culture in Boston in general, or Massachusetts? Like, would it be
Hispanic.
Mexicans?
Hispanic, yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Just curious.
Yeah, definitely, man. Like definitely Hispanic. Like so, that's I would never learn. That's why I chose Spanish too, because I'm like, yeah, there's a shitload of Hispanic people out here. I mean, mostly Mexican, or then there's also there's that tiny bit of Colombia. Then there's Portuguese.
Portuguese. You guys have Salvadorians over there?
A little bit, but more Portuguese. A lot of Portuguese, which I can always. It's usually Spanish or Mexican. So I'll hear Spanish is the language, Mexicans where they're from. So I'll usually hear Spanish and I'll be like, okay. And then I'll usually hear every like 1 out of 10 people that speak Spanish, there'll be one person, they'll be talking, I'll be like, is that Spanish? And then I'll be like, oh, they're speaking Portuguese. Like, cause like but I think I still know what they said, but not really. What the fuck? Portuguese is slightly off. Like it's different, but it's in the dialect is different. Obviously, I can tell, but it's close. We had people living next to us that were Portuguese. Oh my God, did I ever tell you about this? We were in our apartment in 2010. And I don't know if I ever told me this or you ever heard this, but we moved into an apartment in 2010 when we were having Gavin, and he was just born. He was either born or about to be born. He was a baby. And the people above us were drug people, and they actually robbed the bank down the street and they got evicted. But
oh shit,
yeah, it was crazy. So they got kicked out, but the guy still lived there. So the mother and the son went to jail, and the dad still lived there and had a motorcycle. And it's like you could fit 5 apartments in this old farmhouse. And this fucking guy starts running his motorcycle. He had it parked in the backyard, which I don't even think you're supposed to do that. And he's like revving it up and sitting on it and fucking with it. But it's pointing, like the exhaust is pointing into the window of our neighbor. And remember, these are white people. And they were fucking weird. They were right out of like Shameless. Like Frank from Shameless. Like those like those type of people, but worse. Like way worse. And it was that type of white trash, like crazy. Like I'd never really seen people like this in my life. But they were like fucked. They were on drugs. They found all kinds of spoons and shit upstairs. Like, dude, like I'm like, where did we move into? What the fuck? But that guy fucking, he's revving the bike, and the people next to us were like, the lady started yelling at him, but she really didn't speak English well. And she was like, I have baby in here. I have baby in here. But she's, really can't say anything else. This fucking guy, dude, he was like, he got off his bike. He goes, I heard him say, fuck you. And then he gets off his bike and he walks around. And I saw him walk around because all our windows, our bedroom window, our living room window, and our front window. And I was nosy at this point because I was like, who's yelling fuck you out the window? And I'm like, oh, it's the guys yelling fuck you to the lady because I heard the lady yelling. She's like, I have a baby in here. Please turn that off. Like, she's like, turn off or like something. She can't speak English. He fucking bangs on her front door, like boom, 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 boom. And he's like yelling at her. And he's still yelling at her. And he's like, you don't fucking talk to me. Something or other. And then he starts saying something like fucked up. Like, you fucking like Brazilian bitch or something like that. Or some crazy shit. And dude, and now I flipped the fuck out. Like I lost my mind. Because I was already pissed off about the kid, but you can make a mistake. You can turn on a bike and be like, oh, fuck, yeah, I didn't realize there was a window there or, whatever the fuck. So, okay, that's fucked up, but, people make mistakes. But then when he said, fuck you, it was like, what the fuck is this guy doing? And then he comes around to the front and he's banging on the door, like basically trying to get her to open the door, it seemed like. Like, what's she going to open the door and fight with some lady? And so I already called the fucking landlord guy and said, bro, these people are arrested for robbing the bank up the street. Like, who the fuck is the guy living above us still? Like, this guy needs to get the fuck out of here. Or I'm going to call somebody or like fucking something because there's some kind of shit going on here. And the guy was like, all right, well, I'll look into whatever. And it was like, he blew me off. And then, so anyway, this happened. I went outside and lost my fucking mind on this guy. I've never seen somebody back. I thought, I have never been in a fight like this. I'm like, here we go. This is the time. It's coming. And I thought, like, I hope I don't get fucking hurt while my baby is fucking coming. Because I'm pretty sure Gavin was in Leah's belly at the time. Or he was born, but I think he was in Leah's belly because I would have gotten mad too because our baby was in the room right next to where he was doing this. But then, I went outside and snapped on this guy. And I was like, don't you fucking ever fucking touch that fucking door again. Don't ever say a fucking word to her again. And fucking take your bike and get the fuck out of the backyard, you stupid fuck. And I started losing my mind. And then all the neighbors started coming out because then on the other side was another layer of neighbors and 5 people. And so they're coming out now and I'm yelling at this fucking guy. I was like, you old fuck. And then he had like these bruises all on his arm like he was doing heroin. And I was like, dude. And then he was just like, fuck you, man. Fuck it all, man. Fine, fuck everybody then, I guess. And he walked away. And he just left. I never heard from him again, dude. And like, yeah, I did not think he was going to back down. I'm like, I'm going to fight this guy like right now. It's going to happen. And I was so pissed that I didn't care because I was like, what the fuck? And yeah, the guy fucking just took off. He never. I was like, wow.
He's probably drugged up or something.
Yeah, he's probably stupid or something. Yeah, but he was he was old. Like he was like probably 58 or 60. I mean, it wasn't, but he looked older. Like he seemed older than that. And I remember telling Leah, like, This fucking guy, like, almost fucking killed our neighbor while you were sleeping.
Oh my god,
dude, that shit was crazy. Like, it was like, I don't know, man. That was fucking infuriating. First of all, yelling at a woman like that who's taking care of her baby, and then just all the shit. You know what I mean? But anyway, that story went way on. We've gone way on. Who will die of a pizza heart attack first, Bobbit or Bullfrog? I'm going Bobbit. And
is that really a question?
Yeah, it's really a question. Really was. It's really there from the great deity.
Nice.
So there you go.
Yeah,
man.
I'm going with Bobbit too.
When you need a white knight living next to you, call Joe. Call me up. But I'd never get that mad at somebody who's mad at me, but I get mad at other people, like when they're mean to other people. Like, what the fuck? This fucking dickhead dude. Like, and I hated those people. And anyway, then the landlord found out, and they kicked him out. And they found, like, fucking a nightmare upstairs, by the way.
Oof.
They found, like,
bunch of drugs, I'm assuming?
Just drug stuff. Clearly, they were burning. The guys who came to clean out the apartment, when I was outside, he goes, "Do you know what was going on up there?" And I'm like, "No." And he's like, "Dude, this guy had fucking clearly was like cooking meth or something."
Ooh.
And I'm like, "Are you fucking serious?" Like, he's either blown up the whole fucking everything.
Well, what did you get kicked out for? Was it because of suspicion of that, or?
I think the complaints, but it was also that they robbed the bank and everything else. So I think it was everything, really. But that didn't help because that day what happened is a lady who'd lived there for 15 years called him. The lady outside, she goes, "I'm going to call Jack." She said it to me after he walked away, like, "Fine, fuck everybody." And dude, by the way, as he walked away, I went, "Oh, fine, fuck everybody, I'm a fag." And he fucking just kept going. Like, and the lady goes, "I'm going to call and tell them about him, and tell whatever the fuck." And then the Brazilian lady still had her door, like, she creaked her door open slightly to look out. But I was like, as I was walking back in my apartment, I was like, "Don't worry, I don't think he's going to come back again. If he does, I'll hear him. Don't open your door." And I went back into the house. Now, they only lived there for like 3 months. They were gone like a couple months after that.
They're probably scared.
They probably were. Yeah, man, you know what? There was actually a part of me that I've said this to Leah, I think, at the time. I was like, I should go over there and like knock on the door or something, or like say something, like, but I just never did. But I should have, like, to be like, "Oh, you know, that guy just got kicked out, so you'll never have to deal with that again," you know, because people don't speak English. You know, the guy, I said things to them once before, and they couldn't really speak, so I was like, oh, like, but you know, they're parents, like, and they have a kid, like, so I wanted to be like, "Hey, we're cool, like, that's not gonna happen, you know, no one else is gonna do that to you here. Everybody's got, fuck that guy, like, that's whatever." But so I didn't do that, and I think if I had maybe done that, they wouldn't have gotten out of there, because I don't think they wanted to get out of there. That was a good deal.
Yeah,
but they must have been like, "Man, we got to get out of here. Like, what the fuck?"
Well, I'm pretty sure they wouldn't have cared, but I think it's because when you have a kid, it's like, oh, you worry about shit like that.
Yeah, like if I'm thinking, like, what if I moved to Mexico, and, you know, like, some guy had his truck outside a window and was like, "Run, run, 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 run," and I was like, "Hey, I have a kid in here," and then he came around and was like, "Fucking lost down, fucking lost down," and he's fucking banging on the door and like screaming at me in fucking Spanish, and I don't know, that would be like, "Uh-oh, this guy's gonna fucking kill us or something." I don't know, because you don't know, because you're
right. Exactly.
But anyway, this is Corrupted Podcast, and we're all gonna fuck the Easter Bunny in a couple hours. So we got to get out of here. I gotta fucking get ready, man. It's a big day tomorrow. D Moon, thank you. Jesse, thank you. I think Jesse's mic shit its pants.
Yeah, probably.
And listen, you're all the best. You're all the balls. We'll be back to normal next week. Corrupted Podcast. No Easter Bunny next week. And be good to everybody. Stay inside. Wash the hands and shit, and be careful and take it seriously. And I will suck you all off tomorrow for Sunday Night Gaming.
Ooh. Right. What are you gaming tomorrow?
Probably Warzone.
How you're liking it, huh?
I like playing with Troy. I'm not a big fan of it, but I'm kind of like, I mean, I like it.
You're getting used to it. You can tell.
I killed people tonight, which is amazing. I was killing like 1 or 2 people a game, I think, tonight.
I'd be down to join you guys if you guys play tomorrow.
Yeah, I'll text you.
Just I don't have my Xbox, but I can still play with you guys. I could just join your party on PC.
Okay, wait a minute. They let you do that? It's not just PlayStation and Xbox?
No, it should be cross platform in general.
That's cool. Yeah.
So just hit me up.
All right. Yeah, I'll message you tomorrow night. Be cool. We get everybody in there. And yeah, it's pretty fun, man. Like I do miss. Like I hope it's like part of me is like, oh, I wish we swapped back and forth a little more with PUBG. And I've been playing a lot of Halo with Gavin because he's into that and he's doing good.
Ooh, so Halo's so good, man.
I'm having a blast on Halo right now with my son, and then with so maybe we'll
I need to find out if that's cross-platform. I think it is, right? Halo.
Don't know
PC
that.
and Xbox.
Don't know. I don't know because I think he said he would have to buy it. It would be separate if he bought because he wanted to buy the PC version the other day, and I'm like, I don't know what happens if you do that. I don't know if your stats cross over or what. Maybe I gotta find that out.
Yeah. Well, if not, we can do Warzone, or if anything, fuck it. Well, we can do Diablo 2. I don't mind. I haven't been on for a while.
Diablo 2.
Ooh.
Are you talking about Diablo 3 or Diablo 2?
No, I meant like Diablo 3, like as in Diablo as well.
I was
too.
like, good God. I was like, oh my God.
No.
Yeah.
Diablo 3, sir.
Yeah. Leah finished her season. I'm not even quite done yet, but dude, last season was fun. Like this one's pretty cool too, but
yeah, she was telling me she's been playing. I was like, what? You're playing Diablo?
She played 70 hours so far this season.
It's crazy. It must have been a good season then.
I don't know. I think she just really wanted the pet. It's like a bat. Which is kind of funny when you think about everything that's been going on. Bat on a quarter, bat in the game. A little weird.
Yeah.
All right, I'll talk to you tomorrow, man. Thank you.
For sure, man.
All right, kisses.
Kisses, boy.
Corrupted Podcast. Thank you all. Oh, Glorious Eugene says you can sign into your Xbox account with Halo MCC on PC. Aha. Okay.
There you go.
There you go.
Nice.
Boom. All right, everybody. Thank you so much for the support. Keep it hard. Stay safe. Have a good Easter if you believe in that shit. Unless you're Omar and fucking Awandi. In that case, you want to kill us and behead us. No, oh, man. I mean, let's, like, come on, man. Fucking.
Who are they mad at? Are they mad at Chinese or are they mad at us?
Who's that?
Fucking Awandi and Omar.
Oh, why would they? I don't know. Probably nobody. They're probably not mad at anybody. I mean, we're talking about a guy who is resurrected and is going to rise from the dead tomorrow on Easter Sunday or whatever, right? I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's true.
It's
Fake
all
news.
it's all insane, man. Jesus, Allah, fucking like sitting in a hot tub together. Salam. All right, goodbye. Goodbye, everybody.
Night, everybody.
Good night. Thank you.